Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining me here. We're getting ready for Vegas and Vancouver. We still have the end of the Boston and Tampa game going on right now. We've got 6 minutes to go here in the third period, so we can discuss that a little bit. Of course, we also want to talk about the big trade that happened today. Hope everybody's doing well. Let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are on the trade. Let me know how you're doing. Good to see and hear everybody here. Obviously, it's a Tuesday night here. Got some good hockey going on around two. The playoffs seem to be going by quickly. I'm not sure what you guys think, but it feels like it's going by fast. Before you know it, we'll have a Stanley Cup champion. Yes, hey Sean, it is 3-2 Tampa. They just scored the go-ahead goal here just a moment or two ago as I was getting everything ready here to go live. So obviously it's a good game here between Boston and Tampa for sure. Tampa's got the lead obviously on the scoreboard 3-2. They got more shots, but Boston's been more physical. Been a pretty good game both ways, really. So good evening, everyone. In case you're new to the stream here, I know people are just kind of jumping in here. We've only been live for a couple of minutes. We're waiting for Vancouver and Vegas to get started. So right now, I'm kind of watching the end of Boston-Tampa here. We still got just under 5 minutes, about 4.5 minutes to go in the third period with a one-goal game in favor of Tampa right now. So we'll see what happens on this one. Obviously, it's been a pretty busy day in the NHL. Obviously, we saw a big trade today between Toronto and Pittsburgh. We have a good game going on here tonight. A little bit of other news as well. So certainly let me know what everybody's thinking here. Obviously, we want to know what everybody's thoughts are. So make sure you join the chat if you haven't already. I think there's probably more people watching than are participating right now in the chat. So obviously let me know who you're rooting for tonight too. Yes, Robin Leonard's been awesome so far in these playoffs. Certainly, I know we obviously had a bit of a goalie controversy with Fleury's agent. Oh, Boston ties it up. Brad Marchand just scored for Boston. Tie game with under 4 minutes to go. Woo! That was a nice passing play there from the Bruins. Hello, Andre. Hello, Steve. Hello, MJV. Hello, Two Thumbs Gaming. What's my source for news? I have a variety. I try to get most of my NHL news when it comes to trade talk from a lot of NHL insiders. NHLTradeRumors.com. Yeah, that one is. I do look at that one. Just depends. But I try to get most of my stuff from like Elliot Friedman, Darren Dreger, all the different common insiders that seem to have the best info. Yeah, that was a nice play. Boston ties her up. I thought Tampa hadn't been able to lock this one down, but not so much. So we have a tie game here between Boston and Tampa as we're waiting for Vegas and Vancouver to get started. So, of course, if you're new here, of course, I'd love it if you'd hit that like button for me. Lets me know that you're enjoying the chat, enjoying the conversation. So get the stream lots of likes. It also helps YouTube know that we have a good group of people here having fun and helps them promote the stream a little bit amongst the potential new viewers. So if you can give that a thumbs up, I would certainly appreciate it for sure. And of course, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. It's been a busy day. We had 2 regular videos up today, plus the stream. So all kinds of NHL content here today. No bling bling. What's up, my man? I know, Tampa just burned that 3-2 lead. Boston just came back. Leah hates Boston. Yeah, you know what? They're a common team. That I understand. There's a lot of. It's either you really love the Bruins and you're a big Bruins fan, or you hate them because they certainly have a lot of good rivals. They've been around a long time. Andre, what is Rutherford thinking? I don't know. Like I said, I can see the immediate impact for getting Kapanen, and I know I heard an interview with him. I believe it was through Overdrive, where he was talking about that they feel like their top 6 forwards now are set in Pittsburgh. I'm not so sure completely that I wouldn't rule out another move, but at the same time, like, they did give up a lot. Like, they gave up the first-round pick and Hallander. I mean, I don't know. They gave up a lot more for Kapanen than I thought they would. I mean, I must give Toronto some credit. I mean, they get themselves a first-round pick. And apparently they had a lot of talks about Kapanen too. There was, I think, 5 or 6 other teams that were in the mix, including Carolina. Toronto was trying to get their first-round pick back that they had to give to Carolina for Marleau. But Carolina wouldn't bite on it. I mean, right now it looks like the Leafs kind of fleece Pittsburgh. I will agree with that. I mean, like I said in the video I did earlier, my initial reaction was that I see the benefit for both sides, but they're at different times. Like right now, Toronto gets the much needed cap space, and they get a first-round pick and a really good-looking prospect, whereas Pittsburgh gets, a player who can, potentially jump into their top 6 and be a regular contributor. I guess they better hope that he can be the player who can play at a higher level than many, because a lot of people said that, because of the Maple Leafs depth at forward, especially on the right wing, that they kind of pushed him down and he didn't get the opportunity. So if he has that potential to break out like they think he can, it might be worth it. But it's a little hard to say, because that first-round pick could certainly become a terrific player, or it could be a player who never plays. You just don't know. But it does look like the Penguins did give up a lot for sure. Hello, Willis25. What's up, everyone? He says, or they say, I should say. Yes, welcome everybody. If you're new to the stream here, hit that like button for me. I think we're up around 35 to 40 viewers now. We're waiting for Vegas, Vancouver to get started. They'll be going here in a few minutes, but right now we have Tampa and Boston in overtime that we can discuss, or you can discuss any other hockey news while we're waiting for the game to start. Certainly love to know everybody's thoughts on the big trade today as well. I know some people have commented, but lots more people here. RNG Gaming, hello. Happy you're able to stream a Canucks game. Yes, me too. And you know what? For me, with my own personal life, these later games seem to work best for the live streams anyway. So it gives me a chance to stream with some teams that I wasn't able to previously. So certainly works well for me from a personal standpoint. Let's see here. We got... Yes, no bling bling. I've seen the reports on the 4 bubbles, and I very well likely could be doing a video with that probably in the next day or so. So keep that lookout. But they're looking at all options. They don't want to obviously lose time. And I think that the NHL would ideally want to go back to the next season with fans in attendance, but they may not be able to. So they have to come up with all options to kind of create as much revenue stream as possible. Vegas for the Cup, they're looking pretty darn good right now. Wouldn't be surprising. Do you do YouTube full time? No, I don't. I guess I kind of do, but I don't. It's not. I have a job too. Like, it's not my only source of income, if that's what you mean. I do basically do it full time in a sense that I post every single day. I do. Maybe it might be a couple of times a year. I might take a day off, but on a slow news day or something. But typically I'm posting to the channel, probably at least 363 whatever days a year. So in that sense, I do it full time, but it's not my only, job, I guess. I do have a regular job too. If the Islanders keep playing the way they have, Philly has no chance. Well, they're certainly going to give them a good go. The Islanders might suffocate the Flyers. They looked really good the other day. Who do you think is most likely team to trade for Gaudreau? That's a good question. There's a lot of teams out there that make sense. I could see New Jersey doing it. I could see Buffalo. I could see even Columbus. Oh, Tampa's attacking here, trying to be aggressive. But there's a lot of things that are going to happen over here. I think when it comes to trades and movement, I think I don't know how much activity we're going to get in the next few weeks before the season's officially over, but I think we could have a fast and furious trade market that's going to, because the offseason is going to be shorter than usual, and teams are already planning ahead. Hello, Jarvis. How are you? Thanks for joining the stream. Give the stream a thumbs up if you haven't already done so. Andrew, welcome. Would they start having viewing parties in the home rinks with people spaced out? Maybe. They have to get creative here, right? Because they can't be losing all this money and expect everything to continue as it was. But at the same time, they need to be focused on safety too. So clearly the NHL's done a good job with the safety aspect of things. The bubble system has worked really well. Clearly the big thing is that the other details that I wanted to find out about was how it's going to work from a family perspective, because obviously the players aren't going to go a full season without seeing their families. So they'd have to be able to go into the bubble and then back home for a bit and kind of rotate back and forth. Would be the only way that would make it happen. Let's just see. All right. Islanders for Gaudreau. I don't know. Islanders don't have a lot of cap space and they got to sign Barzal. So we're going to overtime in this Boston game here. So I'm going to flip over to Vegas, Vancouver. Let me just give me a sec here to get my TV ready to roll because I assume Sportsnet's probably going to have them, yeah, on different channels. There we are. Let's tee up Vegas, Vancouver. They're doing the anthems here right now. Toffoli, I believe, is supposed to be in the lineup. I was watching Boston, Tampa. Does anybody know for sure? Is Toffoli in? Looks like Leonard's going again for Vegas. Jarvis, glad to be here. Well, I'm glad you're here too. Lots of fun. I love doing these streams. Hopefully we can get a good group and a good crowd here tonight. Obviously, you should have a good hockey game. Hopefully Vancouver plays a little better so it's a little more close, a little more entertaining. That would be good. Now Vegas, Vancouver's getting ready to start here. I guess I'll call you Devin if that's shorten your name here a little bit if that's okay. They're doing the anthems here now. Depending on what you have for TV providers and whatnot, it may be delayed, I don't know. But if you're in Canada and you have all the Sportsnet channels, they do have them going on both different channels. Who do you think will win the Boston game? I got a funny feeling about the Bruins, man. I don't know what it is, but they just have had a way to win. Like that group just seems to know how to get it done. So I'd like to see Tampa win just to kind of even things up, make it a more fun series, but my gut says Boston. I'm not sure why. It just does. So welcome everybody. If you're new here to the stream, certainly give the stream a thumbs up. We're going to watch Vegas, Vancouver. We're going to discuss it live. There will be no gameplay shown. Haven't had that question asked here yet, but pretty much every stream we get at least a handful of people asking about, show the game, and it's not going to happen. Most of you that are here, if you're regulars, and I know a lot of you are, then certainly, you know that already. I don't have to explain that to you, but if anybody's in here that's new, this is a live, kind of like a watch party. So we're going to watch the game together, talk about it. I'll give you my commentary, my play-by-play, answer your questions, that kind of thing, but there will be no gameplay shown. If I did that, YouTube would shut me down pretty quickly and get a copyright strike on the channel. I wouldn't be able to live stream for an extended time. It just creates a whole lot of problems, so it's not even worth trying it out. Sean, you're going to stay watching Tampa, Boston. All right, well, if anything happens, you let us know. Obviously, there'll be an intermission here for the first little bit. But, yeah, you can keep me updated. That would be fantastic because I want to obviously try to focus now on Vegas, Vancouver. I mean, unless if for some reason Boston, Tampa's still going when this game hits the first intermission, then we can talk about that as well, and I'll flip back over. But obviously, we get Robin Leonard versus Jacob Markstrom here tonight. Leonard's been going pretty strong. Markstrom didn't have a great game last game, but overall has been solid, and I think he'll bounce back tonight. I mean, you can't put it all on him. Vegas has had a really strong game. Austin says, hi, Leafs won the trade by a lot. Right now, I'd say looking good for Toronto. I think Dubas made a good deal. Absolutely. What's your take on the Demko situation with the expansion draft? Do you see Vancouver trading? I don't know. I mean, it is possible that they could. They could also try to swing a deal with Seattle and take a different player, which, we saw how that worked out for a lot of teams in the Vegas draft. But I don't know. I mean, I'd be reluctant to get rid of them just because, you don't know. Then they need somebody else to be a backup. It's hard to say how to handle that. That's a tough one. We are underway here. Obviously, the puck was dropped here while I was answering that last question. So we're about 30 seconds in now. Canucks control the puck in their own defensive end. They come out, and the puck goes down all the way on net, so no icing. So let's see here. So as I mentioned, we got Robin Leonard versus Jacob Markstrom here. Game 2, nice shot on goal there from William Karlsson, saved by Markstrom. All right, let's see who else is in the chat. Live match. I'm not sure what you mean. If you're asking me to show the game, I can't do that. But I don't really understand your question, Olga. Yes, I'd like to see Vancouver tie things up, but I think Vegas is going to be a tough matchup for them here. Let's see. Hopefully, at the very least, we get a closer game regardless of who wins. Jarvis says the Leafs are shopping Freddie, Janssen, and Kerfoot. Well, I know as far as Janssen and Kerfoot, I think there's definitely a possibility they could go. Oh, they score! Vancouver gets an early goal. Tyler Toffoli back in the lineup, knocks one in. What a play! He had a wide open cage there. Welcome back, Tyler Toffoli. That was all Pettersson. Pettersson went around the net and set up Toffoli there by him. He was on the side of the net all by himself. Martinez left him alone. Bam, right in. It was a nice play from Pettersson. I can't believe Martinez let him alone there. He should have stayed on him and let Leonard take Pettersson. Wow, let's go. Nice goal for the Canucks to get things going just over a minute into the game. And they're attacking again. But that didn't go very far. Leonard gets the puck in his glove. And we have a stoppage in play. All right, Andre has a question. Are teams like the Islanders who need cap space and have to make moves talking to teams currently? They might be, hypothetically, but my best understanding of it is that they can't make trades, obviously, until, because they're technically supposed to have a roster freeze in the playoffs. They might be having discussions. I'm not sure if this is such a unique situation. They are probably making some plans and having some talks, but I don't know that. I think they're focusing more on the playoffs. So I don't think we're going to see a lot of that, or I guess we'll have to wait. I don't know if we'll ever hear of anything, but it wouldn't be a complete shocker. Vegas on the attack, saved by Markstrom. Okay, now as I explained a minute ago, I cannot show the game. YouTube would shut me down because that's copyright material. So if I show the game, the live stream would be shut off in a matter of a moment or two, and I would not be allowed to live stream. I'd get a strike. I'd end up getting in trouble, and it's just not worth it. Raphael says, you're betting for who? I just want to see a good hockey game. I mean, obviously, I'd like to see Vancouver tie things up, so I'm kind of rooting for them, but Vegas is a really good team, too, so I'm somewhat impartial. Vegas on the attack. Canucks shut them down. Let's see. Sean says, I think they accidentally played the Vegas goal. You know what? I was so excited when the goal went in, I never even paid attention to the goal horn. You could be right. Vegas in the offensive zone here. All right. Vegas keeps the puck in, down behind the Vancouver goal line, and the Canucks are trying to clear the zone here. Having some trouble on the wall. Vegas keeps the puck in. Goes down again behind the net. Alex Edler, good job by Edler there. Oh, but the puck hit a skate, stays in. Theodore winds up, saved by Markstrom. And here comes JT Miller, this time trying to get the puck out. Here he goes, he's going to be successful this time. Both teams go for a change. Sean says, I heard Grubauer and Johnson aren't, well, I haven't heard that they won't be back at all, but I do know that they're both out for a period of time, but maybe you might have heard a more recent update than I have. They're definitely going to be out for a while for sure. Well, that's unfortunate, Olga, that you lost a bunch of money today, but I'm not sure how me showing the game on my YouTube channel and getting in trouble would really make up for that. Yeah, Pettersson and Hughes got the assist. That was mostly all Pettersson's work there to create that goal. So Vancouver with a 1-0 lead here early in the first period. Not quite 5 minutes in yet. Shots on goal are only 3-2 Vegas. Besides the goal, not too many great chances here as of yet. Stetcher with a shot goes wide. Vegas gets the puck. But he's not able to reach the pass. No. Turnover in the neutral zone. Here comes Marchessault. and intercept it. And here comes Pettersson trying to clear the zone. He does, but turnover in the neutral zone. Vegas trying to get a little fancy there. They lose the puck back to Vancouver. It's been a game. Oh, we have a breakaway. Pettersson, breakaway. Save Leonard. Pettersson had lots of time there, but could not stuff it home. Woo. Oh, the information about the Avs came from ESPN. Okay, no, I did not catch that yet. It's been a busy evening. Trying to get all of today's videos looked after and then get it ready for the live stream. So, not surprised though, based on what I saw, because I seen the game when they were hurt. Basketball is your investment, but you lost. Well, that's too bad. Sorry to hear that, but again, not sure how me showing you the game is going to make things any better. Wow, that was quite a chance there from Pettersson. Theodore got back just a little bit to mess with him a little bit, but great chance. That would have been huge if you could have put that in. All right, we're up to 13 likes on the stream. If you haven't already done so, give this the stream a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Lets me know you're enjoying the commentary, you're enjoying the chat, having a good time here with all the great people watching the game here live with us on Top Shelf Hockey live stream. So certainly give it a thumbs up if you haven't already done so. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and obviously stick around. We're going to have all kinds of content here. We post every single day, as I was talking about earlier. So if you're new, you'll find out soon that this is the place to be for all your daily hockey content. Lots of other great content out there as well, though. The hockey community on YouTube has grown quite a bit since I've been a part of it. Theodore is an underrated star. He absolutely is. He's really grown a lot since he's come to Vegas. It's hard to imagine some of these players in the Vegas Golden Knights were players that their teams kind of talked them into taking instead of other players. It's hard to imagine. Do you think the NHL needs more national TV time? In the U.S., they do. From what I hear, from what I hear from our U.S. viewers, there's not as many opportunities as there are in Canada on TV on a national scale. What have I thought about the officiating? I mean, there's been a lot of good games where at the end of the game, I was like, you know what? You didn't even notice the officials. That's obviously the best kind of game, is when the game's over and you didn't even notice it. Or that's, obviously they're doing a good job because they're kind of not even really there. But obviously, there's been a few moments, though, where it's certainly been questionable. I know there's been a fair bit of complaints a few times for sure. Yeah, that Dallas did get some good calls, I must say that. Horvat absolutely is underrated. I think a lot of these players, especially on the Canucks, and a few other teams too, that kind of, we'll say is somewhat of a surprise in these playoffs. You could probably throw the Habs in there as well. Even teams like the Islanders, Avalanche, that don't always get that big national spotlight. I think a lot of players on these teams are getting a lot more recognition, and people are realizing that they are underrated and don't get enough credit for how good they are. Absolutely. I agree totally. Yeah, Dallas has been. I've been shocked. They were a team I didn't have a lot of confidence in coming into these playoffs, but this round so far and the last little bit of the other round was quite impressive, more than I thought that they could put out for sure. Overtime about to get started. Is it okay? You keep us updated, Sean. Petro to the Avs. I don't know. They'd have an awful hard time cap-wise. I think Pietrangelo, good chance he stays in St. Louis myself. Go Knights Go is here. Surprise. He's going for the Knights. Not a shocker. Vegas is a place, once everything kind of gets back to normal, the NHL can have fans and we can travel more and all that, I'd love to be able to take in a hockey game in Vegas. I really think they've done a great job with the atmosphere and everything going on in that arena. That just looks like a really cool place to visit. Yeah, ESPN used to be great for hockey in the States, but not so much. I mean, we're supposed to be getting a new US TV deal sometime here soon. Then it's going to be a big revenue generator for the league, and it should be a big boost to the game in general in the U.S. because obviously the U.S. has a lot of the bigger markets, so they really need to continue expansion and promoting the game down there. But I'm surprised we don't see more promotion of the league's top players in major U.S. markets. So we still have a 1-0 Canuck lead. Of course, in case you're new here as well, you can see on the screen, you can catch my Twitter handle. I'm very, very active on Twitter. Of all the social media platforms, that's what I use the most. So if you're on Twitter, certainly consider giving me a follow. The link's right there. You can't click on the link, but it gives you the handle so you can look me up. And certainly we can communicate on there as well. But I'm quite active, several tweets per day, getting all the news shared. And of course, over here, in case you're new as well, on the other side of the screen, down on the bottom right-hand side, you can see the score. I have a link from the Sportsnet website, just keeping the score updated in case you're, depending on the gameplay and what we're talking about here, if you're not sure of the score, just look down in the bottom right-hand corner and you'll see the updated score. Canada's rooting for the Canucks. Yeah, you know what, to a degree you can say that, but you do see a lot of fans in Canada get behind whatever Canadian teams go deeper in the playoffs, even if it's not their normal favorite team. You do see that a lot just because we don't have as many teams. I'm not sure how common that is in the United States. Probably less common because there's so many more teams, I would think. It'd be awesome to see a Canadian team bring the cup back to Canada. Obviously, Vancouver's our only hope this year, and we've seen so far how difficult of a time in this series they have with Vegas. But we'll see. Anything's possible. They can get by Vegas, and I think Vegas might be their toughest test here. But they're going to have a real tough time. Right now, Vegas is kind of pinned in their own end and trying to clear out. There we go. Pettersson up to Pearson. Here comes Toffoli. I wonder how Toffoli... I know one thing they were concerned about with Toffoli coming back too soon was his foot speed. It doesn't look too bad so far, but I'll have to keep an eye on that as the game goes along. I would imagine his minutes will be somewhat limited here tonight. Do you think the Leafs will go after Pietrangelo? If he's available. I think right now we're going to see the Leafs kind of clear out some space. We heard comments from Kyle Dubas already saying they weren't done. And I think we're going to see other moves. It's just a matter of what. And if Petro does not sign with St. Louis and he officially hits the market, I would imagine the Leafs would be at least in on the conversation, but they'd have a really hard time affording him unless he's willing to take a cheaper contract to kind of go back and play for his hometown Leafs. I think it's pretty unlikely, but I can see them at least having a conversation if he hits the market officially. Yeah, actually, our subscriber goal right now, I set it tonight at 15,000. We just passed 14K a little bit earlier today. I can have a quick peek here to see where we are now. We're definitely higher than 1401. I think as of right now, we're at 14,020. So I'd love to hit 15,000 sometime in the next month. Obviously, we set our goal originally to hit 14,000 by the end of August, and we've achieved that almost a week early here. So thank you for everybody who's subscribed. I certainly appreciate it. If you haven't already done so, give the stream a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Stick around. We already had 2 live videos go out today. 2 pre-recorded videos, I should say. Now we're going live here tonight, so it's been a very active day. We have a delayed penalty coming up here against the Vegas Golden Knights. Vancouver has the goalie out, trying to get set up on their own end for an attack to take advantage of the delayed penalty, and they lose the puck. So much for that. So Vancouver is now going to the power play. Looks like William Carrier is going to the box for the Vegas Golden Knights. All right, you love me and you'll subscribe. Well, that's awesome. It's certainly better to hear than when you're asking to show the game, so I appreciate that. Thanks very much. You feel like Besser has lost his touch. Well, he's had his fair share of injuries, that's for sure. My concern with Besser is his ability to stay healthy. And you could almost make the same argument for Toffoli, but I think Besser seemed to almost play better after he came back, after they acquired Toffoli, because I think he understands that there's some pressure on him to kind of outperform him to keep his job so he doesn't get traded. Because there was some talk that the Canucks might prefer Toffoli over Besser because it's better defensively, but obviously Toffoli got hurt, missed a big chunk of the playoffs, so we'll see. A lot of question marks going to be answered. I don't see them trading Besser, but certainly going to be interesting to see what Benning does when the season's done. Andrew, yes. At least nobody's asked about the OnlyFans yet. In case you guys weren't with us the other night on the last live stream, I don't know who these people were, but there were certainly a couple. And I think some of them might have been people with fake accounts kind of just messing with me a little bit, but asking, telling me how good looking I was and wanting to know if I had an OnlyFans site. That was rather comical, but I'm not sure who it was. I don't know if they were actual. I doubt they were serious. I'm sure there was a couple of people messing with me, but whatever. Do you think Sens named Brady Tkachuk as captain? It's quite possible. I think he's probably either him or Shabbat would be the only ones really worth considering. Do you think Varlamov's performance makes Sorokin a blue chip? Andre, no. I think they absolutely keep Sorokin. There's no way they're trading Sorokin. Given the age difference and everything, they'll be lucky to get. Varlamov was brought in, and I said this last year when they signed him. He was brought there to be Sorokin's mentor. I mean, he's Russian, so he can help him, get used to North America. Oh, the Canucks scored again on the power play, just like that. Got the face-off on their way while I'm answering the question, and they already get it in. Bo Horvat on a nice pass. Vancouver on the power play, 2-0. They come and play tonight. So Pettersson gets the puck down to Toffoli. Toffoli to Horvat. Boom, and it's in the net. Nice pass play there. Captain Horvat keeps up his strong play. Yeah, I don't see Besser turning into a Virtanen. I think he's much more talented. Going back here a little bit, Brendan says the Blues could trade Schwartz. Yeah, that's a possibility. They do need to cut some costs. Who else we got here? Can we see the game? Jalen Noah, and I've already answered this question a couple of times. If I show the game, YouTube shuts me down and I get a strike. So I'm not risking my channel. This is a watch party where we have a live discussion on the game. So what people do when they join these live streams with all these great hockey channels like myself and several others who do this kind of content is they watch the game on their own device or TV or whatever, and they just join the stream to talk about it as we go through. So Vegas is back in the box here again. Riley Smith goes off for boarding. So we'll see if the Canucks can take advantage on this power play. All right. They win the draw. Back to Hughes. On the board to Miller. Horvat saved by Leonard. Good puck movement there. That was a really quick strike on the last one, so we'll see what the Canucks can do here. They're up 2-0 now. 8.5 minutes to go in the first period. Shots on goal 5-4 in favor of Vancouver. Yeah, Sean, you're right. Grice will be leaving via free agency for sure. Here comes Miller down to the side of the net. Back to Miller. Toffoli. And they can't keep it in. Puck comes out. Here comes Hughes. All right, Vancouver's going to reset here. Tampa wins in overtime. Who scored, Sean? Palat. I see Dan's. Okay. Thanks for sharing that, Dan. I appreciate that. Awesome to hear that Tampa wins and ties things up. Should make for a more fun series. I'd like to see a nice close series. Who do you think would be a great fit for Florida's new GM? There's a lot of great people that have been interviewed, to be honest. I'm not really sure. I'd like to see a guy like Sean Burke or Kevin Weeks get an opportunity myself. They're both former goalies who've had an interview, and I think they'd both do a terrific job. Especially in Kevin Weeks' case, it'd be nice to see the league kind of diversify a little bit. Instead of they get somebody else an opportunity, obviously of a different minority. Clearly, with everything going on in the world, it'd be nice to see more opportunity than just some old white guys that have been around the NHL for 30, 40 years. Who do you think the Sens take in the draft, and do you think players like Batherson and Brandstrom and Formental will have breakout years? I don't know if we'll have breakout years, but I think Brandstrom and Batherson, and good chance for Formanton too. They very well could all be on the team. And certainly Batherson, I think, was probably the only one who I think could really break through. The number 3 pick is really going to boil down to who the Kings take. They're either going to get Stützle or Byfield, and that's the easiest pick of the draft, I think, because besides number 1, because they have to take whoever the Kings don't. And at 5, I think they seem to be really liking Lucas Raymond, from what reports are indicating. So I could see them going down that route, or maybe a Rossi or a Drysdale. Either way, it's going to be a great player. Gravely Diggs, welcome back. Just got off work, so that's great that you're able to join us here now. Yes, Vancouver's up 2-0 with a couple quick goals. We had Tyler Toffoli score about a minute and a half in, and then we had Bo Horvat score on the power play just moments ago. Yeah, that's a big win for Tampa in overtime. So I'm kind of happy they won just to make it more interesting. Really doesn't matter to me who wins, but certainly don't want to see too many of these series get over too quickly, because obviously that means less hockey for us. More opportunities to live stream, which is always good. And it also means, obviously the quicker it's over, the season's done, and then we have no hockey again for a while. You think the Sens take Byfield? Well, it really boils down to who the Kings take. If they take Stützle, then absolutely. Mellenby is up for the job. Yes, Andrew, he is apparently one of the interview guys. So the Panthers have a few former connections and guys like Mellenby and Weeks interviewed for the job. And Bill Armstrong, and there's John Ferguson Jr. and Mike Fuda, Gilman from the Leafs. There's a whole bunch of them. Yes, awesome, Gravely Diggs. Thanks for smashing that like button for me. If you haven't already done so, for the rest of you here, there's around 40 viewers in the stream. Hit that like button for me. Lets me know you're having a good time, enjoying the game, enjoying the commentary, and of course you're enjoying the chat here. If you're not participating in the chat, I recommend you do. All kinds of great people there to talk to. We're down to 5 minutes to go here in the first period. We have a 2-0 Vancouver lead right now. Canucks have been pressing the last little while here and had a really good first period in this game. Vegas has taken a few penalties and are starting to look a little bit frustrated. So, good start here for Vancouver. Now in commercial break. B5 says you'd like to see the Sens take Drysdale. Well, he would be a good pick, but when you have Chabot and Brandstrom, and I really think even guys like Jacob Bernard Docker and Christian Wolanin are going to be pretty solid too. So. Drysdale is certainly a good choice. I'd have no problems with that if that's what they went with. You think the Sabres will take Lucas Raymond? Well, if he's available. But I wouldn't be shocked if they trade the pick. And that number 8 pick could be moved. It would not be surprising at all. Yeah, tomorrow's a busier day too with 3 games on the schedule. Yes, we have some new Top Shelf hockey merchandise. Thanks for bringing that up, Sean. Gives me a chance to let everybody know in case you missed it earlier. I launched a whole bunch of new products in our merchandise store, which includes some more T-shirts like this and a whole bunch of different colors. I noticed that the store was only listing it in the black color, like the one I have on. I'm not sure what had happened. At one point, we had more colors available, but now I launched a new classic T-shirt today. And I think there was about 8 or 10 colors there, a variety of sizes. It goes all the way from small up to, I think it's 3X or 2X. It's quite large that it goes to, depending on your size. We launched also a nice face mask as well, since everyone's wearing a mask these days due to this, crappy pandemic that we're dealing with. So there's a Top Shelf hockey mask that you can buy, coffee mugs, some different shades and different colors of some hoodies as well. All kinds of great new products in there. So if you haven't done so, consider checking it out. It certainly helps the channel, and it helps, certainly helps promote everything as well. And with the mask, if I sell enough of them, I'm considering trying to figure out a way to maybe turn that into some kind of a charitable donation. So I'm going to maybe see if we can find like a local organization here who's obviously, maybe like our local public health team or somebody who could use the funds to possibly put it to good use to help with the pandemic. I don't know what we can do, but it'd be nice to make the mass proceeds some sort of charitable event, but I'm going to have to figure that part out. I don't know how that's going to go here yet. But I figured for right now, it's just nice to have more products in the store. So if you haven't already done so, there was a community post on the channel earlier. The products, obviously, that we sell for merchandise certainly show up on every video, but the new ones launched today usually takes, they show in the actual store on the Teespring site right away. Oh, Canucks are pressing again, but they don't show on YouTube for probably 2 or 3 days. But is Boychuk done? I'm not sure. I haven't heard any updates on him, but it wouldn't be surprising. I'm not sure he's expected to play or not. So we have the Vancouver Canucks and the Vegas Golden Knights here in Game 2, period number 1. Canucks with a 2-0 lead. Canucks have been pressing quite a bit here. They just had another opportunity where Leonard had to make a big save with Pettersson in front, battling there with Nate Schmidt. So 4 minutes to go. Vancouver is setting the tone for sure. Yeah, Lucas Raymond's an underrated prospect. I mean, some people look at his stat line and they say, oh, he's not very good or he's overrated, but they don't understand what kind of league he's playing in and how tough it is for somebody his age. Raymond is a player who has top 6 winger written all over him, who can play not only on the offensive side but on the defensive side and be like that really pain in the butt player to play against. A lot of players hate playing against Raymond because he's so tenacious and he works so hard out there. I know, it's hard to believe Vancouver's the last Canadian team standing. I wouldn't have predicted that at the beginning of the playoffs, but here we are. It is 2020 after all. It's the year of crazy things taking place. So we have 3.5 minutes to go here in the first period. We're now up to, let's see, how many likes we have on the stream. I think we're at, let me check it out here. We're at 23 likes. So let's see if we can keep increasing that here. If you haven't done so, if you're new to joining the stream, smash that like button for me. Lets me know you're enjoying the game, enjoying the commentary, enjoying the chat here. Lots of great people in the chat to talk to. A lot of regulars in there tonight, so certainly appreciate everybody joining us here for this game. We have a 2-0 Canuck lead right now. Vegas trying to get something going in the offensive zone, but Vancouver has everybody back and certainly playing well. Should be an interesting game as this goes on. See if Vancouver can keep this up and keep Vegas at bay. They've certainly made some good adjustments for tonight. Toffoli's in as well, in case you're not aware of that. And he scored the first goal of the game right off the bat. What do you think about Ulevy? I think Ulevy very well could be a player. I mean, he's battled a lot of injuries, and it's too early to call him a bust. I know a lot of people like to rag on him that way, but in all honesty, I could see him being on the Canucks next year. But the Canucks blue line is going to have a few question marks. I mean, they got to try to re-sign Tanev. You got Troy Stetcher. His future is questionable. Jordy Ben. There's certainly a lot of question marks on that blue line, but I can see Ulevy. He may not be the higher-end player that we might have thought he was going to be when he was drafted, but I still think he can be a regular contributor in the next year. So 8-5 shots on goal for the Canucks. 2-0 lead. 1.5 to go here in period number 1. Great hot start here for Vancouver on Vegas. Vegas trying to break out of their own zone. Fans on the pass. Gets it down, but they lose control. And we're going to have... No. Yes, we do have an icing call. I thought they were waving it off, but no. Icing is called against Vegas. Great period by Vancouver so far. Yeah, I could see Nick Leddy being a potential trade target. Andrew Ladd, it would be tough to do unless he's traded for another bad contract. There was a lot of talk about Ladd and Parise being swapped for each other with some other pieces in there, but I'm not sure if they're going to revisit that or not. The main purpose of that was to bring Parise back with Lou Lamoriello on the island. All right, Canucks are pressing here with just over a minute to go. Vancouver gets the puck out, though, shoots it in. Markstrom out to play the puck. And the Canucks are unable to clear so far. Vegas holds the line. Here comes Shea Theodore. Dangles around the defender. And good save by Markstrom. Nice play there by Theodore to get a good shot on that. Theodore is certainly having a good game. One of the better Golden Knight players so far. Horvat went to block the shot, and he dangled right around him. Canucks have showed up to play today. Certainly much better effort here than they had in Game 1. Yeah, we're under a minute to go here. 50 seconds left in the play. At least according to my TV. I know some different feeds might be a few seconds off here or there. Josh Hosang? I don't know. I don't think so. I think Josh Hosang might be done. Unless somebody offers like a bag of pucks and a McDonald's combo or something for him. That's about all I'm going to see. His attitude's by far a way bigger problem than his skill level. Jeff, are you based in Nova Scotia? No, I was just recently visiting Nova Scotia. And I had about 5 or 6 days worth of videos that I recorded on the road in Nova Scotia. But no, I'm actually out of New Brunswick, which is the province right next to Nova Scotia. I'm not sure where you're from, so just in case you're not from this part of Canada or whatever. But no, I love Nova Scotia. They're my neighbor province, but I'm based out of New Brunswick. Period is over. 2-0 Vancouver at the end of 1. Really solid period from the Canucks. Yeah, if the Vancouver Canucks can keep up this play, I can see this being a deep series. But if they get back to playing like they did in Game 1, it's going to be a short series. Yeah, there was a lot of complaining about Hosang wanting to wear 66. That's the way he is, though. It's just, I don't know. Oh, yeah, Andrew, you saw him play, and he was lazy. That doesn't surprise me. Does not surprise me at all. So we're now in the first intermission. Of course, Tampa and Boston is now over, in case you missed it. Tampa did score in overtime, Andre Palat, to win the game and tie the series up 1-1. Oh, yes, Hosang did go to the... That's right. I don't know if that was official or not, but I know there was talk of Hosang going to the KHL. That is true. Who do I think will win? Well, right now, I'm going to say Vancouver, the way they're playing so far. All right, just a sec here. Let's change some of the settings. There we go. All right. So what does everybody think of this first period so far? Everybody happy here? Obviously, if you're a Canucks fan, you probably think pretty good. If you're a Vegas fan, probably not so much. We have, I think, over 50 people in the chat now, almost 60. So if you're new to the stream, give me that smash that like button for me if you don't mind. Lets me know that you're enjoying the game, enjoying the commentary, enjoying the chat here. We try to have a nice, fun watch party as we go through these NHL games. Obviously, lots of great talk here. Lots of great people in the chat. Lets me know you're having a good time. It also helps YouTube know that we have a great community going on. And we have lots of people here who should be joining the stream. So we're up to 30 likes now. So if you're in the stream and you're new already and you haven't done so, consider hitting that subscribe button as well. We had lots of great content already today, plus this live stream. Very busy day here at Top Shelf Hockey. So I'd certainly love for you to stick around. You get content every day, as well as I try to stream when possible here throughout the playoffs. Yeah, that was definitely, I'd say the Canucks by far had the better period there than Vegas. Hello, Teddy Robinson. Welcome, my friend. Welcome to the stream. Of course, Teddy's a great supporter of the channel. In case you're not familiar with him, I'm sure you've probably seen his name in the comments section or previous live streams before. So welcome, Teddy. Always a pleasure to have you on board for our streams. Who do you think is going to win tonight, Teddy? Who are you rooting for? Canucks looked like they showed up and the Knights were kind of slow. Absolutely, Benjamin. I do agree. Vancouver by far dominated that period. Yes, Bo Horvat scored on the power play. He did indeed, Sean. We're now in the first intermission. Getting here, Sportsnet's got the panel on for the first intermission. We have a 2-0 lead. Of course, the other game is already complete. In case you missed it, Tampa wins in overtime over Boston. Andre Palat with the overtime winner. All right. 7 goals. Yeah, Horvat's been on fire. He has been absolutely tearing it up so far. Like, he's really showing his offensive prowess. I mean, Horvat's often kind of looked upon as being more of a two-way player, and he is, but his production has been up big time. Elias Pettersson, that's a tough one. It's been quiet on Elias Pettersson. I can see him spending a season over in Sweden like we just saw with Jesse Puljujärvi going back to Finland. I would not be shocked if he just stays over there and there's no activity on him for another year. You never know. I could be wrong, but wouldn't be shocked if he had to kind of reprove himself at this point. Yes, I agree, Teddy. Vancouver is playing championship hockey tonight. We'll see if they can keep it up here. There's still 40 minutes to play, so they have a lot of game left here. They got to keep it up. Benjamin, I know it's only game 2, but knowing how the Knights can shut down games, yes, I agree. If Vancouver loses this game, if they find a way to lose, then it's going to be really, really tough. Vegas is really good at shutting things down and locking it down when they get their lead. Bobby Banker, Elias is playing another. Yes, he is playing in Sweden, but I believe there's a clause in his contract that if he were traded and he decided he wanted to return to the NHL, I think he can. Yeah, Robbie Fabry signed a pretty good contract there, 2 years. So I mentioned that in the video today. 2-year deal with Detroit, $2.9 million, I believe it was. Decent deal for the Wings and Fabry. He played well after they acquired him from St. Louis, so hopefully he can stay healthy and keep that up. Andre Puljujärvi gets traded. I don't know. I think there's a good chance he comes back and stays with Edmonton and re-signs. All the reports we have now indicate that they're having some good conversations and that there's a really good chance he could re-sign. I mean, if they can get him to sign and be back, contributing in a way that anywhere close what they thought when they drafted him, that would be huge for them because they could use that extra depth on the wing. He's a player who wouldn't make a lot of money for the first little while too, so it would help with their cap situation. So I think there's a good chance he stays in Edmonton myself. So we're up to 56 people, I believe, in the stream. If you're new, welcome to the stream. We're watching Vancouver, Vegas. Game number 2, period number 1 just ended. We're in the first intermission. We have a 2-0 Canuck lead. They came out firing all cylinders, ready to play tonight. A couple of early goals from Tyler Toffoli and then Bo Horvat on the power play to make it 2-0. So if you're new to the stream, hit that like button for me. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, stick around. All kinds of great content to keep you entertained here and keep you up to date on all the goings on in the NHL. Of course, we have lots of great playoff hockey left here, so we'll be doing plenty more of these live streams when the opportunities present themselves. throughout the rest of round 2 and into the conference finals and Stanley Cup finals. So let's see here. We're now at 33 likes on the stream, so let's try to get that up to 40 if we can. I'd like to get it up to between 40 and 50 before the end of the second period. So if you're new to the stream, consider smashing that like button for me. Of course, for many of you, if you're new here as well, in case you weren't paying attention to YouTube earlier, I also did announce some great new merchandise for sale. We launched a whole bunch of new products, including a protective cloth top shelf hockey mask that you can purchase and wear. Of course, no matter where you live right now, you pretty well are going to need them everywhere as you go due to this virus that we're dealing with for the pandemic. I know where I live, most places require them for you to go into kind of any stores or indoor places. So I thought it'd be a good idea, be a way for you to show support to the channel and at the same time get something necessary that you could benefit from as well. Is Bishop out for the rest of the postseason? I don't know, Sean. He's been unfit to play for some time, and I'm not really sure. Maybe I just missed it. I don't know, but I don't know what's going on with Bish. I think he played a little bit in the round robin. I can't remember. There's so many games going on the first couple of weeks there. I probably I'd have to go back and look, to be honest. I can't really remember. Milbury taking a leave of absence. It's overdue. The guy's a jerk. I can't stand Mike Milbury. He makes a lot of insensitive comments about a variety of people and different, he kind of insulted men, women, both. Like he's chauvinistic. I don't like him. So the fact that he's taking a leave of absence is great, and it's only going to help the NBC broadcast, in my opinion. He needs to take a hike. I mean, I know a lot of his broadcast peers seem to really like him, because I think they see a different guy off the camera, but he seems to just enjoying getting things riled up, and there's just no room for that anymore. Like, people want that taken out of the game. The Leafs trade with Pittsburgh was no real surprise. Yeah, I agree, Teddy. I was a little surprised with the timing. I didn't expect to get a trade today. When I seen on Twitter that there was a trade brewing, I was like, oh wow, like we haven't actually had a real trade in so long. I mean, not a shocker, but I was surprised on what Pittsburgh paid to get Kapanen. That's a good deal for Toronto. Pittsburgh gets a good middle six forward of it, but they did give up a lot of their future. But as we know, Jim Rutherford that's the way he is. He's not afraid to gamble. He's not afraid to risk it. They want to keep going forward here year after year. And obviously they haven't picked in the first round. I think it's only twice in like the last, I don't know how many years. It's kind of crazy. So we'll see what happens. And one of those picks was moved. I mean, they traded Hallander. They traded Kalen Addison in the Zucker trade. Like, they got Sammy Poulin, who they got last year. And, there's not many prospects in Pittsburgh. Not a fan of Sharp. I don't watch the NBC broadcast a whole lot. I mean, now that we're pretty well, every game is on Sportsnet, I watch the Canadian broadcast, so I don't really watch them enough to have much of an opinion. It is a shame what happened to Grubauer, Ben. I do agree. He was playing so good. If you don't like Milbury, he might jump the glass and hit you with your own shoe. Yeah, I've heard a lot of crazy things about Milbury. That would be funny if he did. Show the game, please. Well, in case you're new and you're not aware, we can't do that. So you're about the third person to ask tonight, so you can stop asking because it's not going to happen. If I showed the game, YouTube would shut down the stream and we'd be off the air here in no time. And my channel would get in trouble. I wouldn't be able to live stream. So this is a watch party where we watch the game on our own and we discuss what's going on and have a great conversation. If that's not for you, then this isn't the stream for you. If you want to watch the game on your own device or television and join a great conversation, talk about what's going on, stick around. But if not, then that's not what we do here. Where to watch the game? Well, it depends on where you live, I guess. I know if you're in Canada, it's on Sportsnet. I believe it's on NBC Sportsnet in the States. You should be able to get it online through the NHL website, but it kind of boils down to where you live. I can't really entirely answer that for you. Good for Rutherford to shake things up. Yeah, well, Teddy, as we know, Rutherford's not afraid to do that. So it was nice to get some real activity, though. I didn't think we'd see that for a few more weeks. So that's it was fun to have something, instead of a rumor, just something that actually happened to talk about. It was good. Surprising, but good. Well, since I last checked about 10, 15 minutes ago, we've got another 5 subscribers. We're now up to 14,025, so we're well on our way. We passed 14K earlier today. So again, for all your newer subscribers, thanks for joining, and hitting that subscribe button to stick around. I appreciate it. You won't regret it. Lots of great content here every day. And we're well on our way. Hopefully in the next month, we can get close to 15,000. Might take a little more than a month. It just depends, I guess, but we should have a very busy time. With NHL being very active right now, hopefully we can get there sometime by the end of September. But I want to watch the game. Where can I watch it then? I'm not sure. Like, if I just got done saying where you normally can go. If anybody can answer this guy about where he can watch the game, let him know. Let us know if you're in Canada or United States. I assume you're in one of the two countries, and maybe somebody can guide you from there. But yes, Jeff, you're right. Like, we can't show the game because of copyright. If I turn the camera around and you see the game, then we'll be done here in a matter of a couple minutes. No problem, Sean. Go grab your popsicle. We'll be here waiting for you when you return. High Caliber Gaming. I just got here. Where's the game? The game is in the first intermission. We have a 2-0 Vancouver lead right now. Canucks looked awesome in the first period. Obviously, the Vegas Golden Knights didn't look so good, so we'll see where things go. But that's where things stand right now.
I take you from where you were yesterday and guide you to the life you want tomorrow, today.
Yeah, you're right, Ben. The Islanders are another team that Trot's defensive system will shut you down. They get a lead, you're done. Oh, good. Glad you figured it out, High Caliber Gaming. I assume you're looking for a place to watch the game as well. I'm not sure. What do you do? I watch the game on my TV here in the background on Sportsnet in Canada. That's what I do. I'm not sure what everybody else is doing here. So if you're any online stream to watch the game, you might be able to go through the Sportsnet website, but I'm not sure if you have to log in with any kind of subscription or not, to be honest. I don't know. Hey, Mike, love the outdoor videos you've been making recently. It's a nice change. I agree. I've been enjoying it as well. We get lots of great feedback on it, so I'm going to try to keep it up. Obviously, for right now, while it's still kind of summer and heading into fall, shouldn't be too big a deal. A little tricky today, though, where we had a lot of rain and thunderstorms, but we got it done. May still have to do the odd one in the house, but I was already looking for a nice way to change things up. So the fact that we've been doing more outdoor games, outdoor videos, certainly it's a nice change of pace for me. Andre, yes, absolutely. Lamoriello keeps a real tight ship, and you don't get much on them. They're probably, and the other factor is that they're still playing. Most of the chat and rumor mill is basically about teams that are eliminated right now, because their inside sources are more willing to talk about stuff, whereas teams that are in the playoffs don't want to get into that and don't have any distractions. But Lou does run a really tight ship, and he does not enjoy things being leaked out at all. NHL insiders know better than to get much other try to push his buttons. Yes, I've been doing commentary here. I know you're probably a little late joining in the first period, but I will be keeping you up to date. If you can see here in the bottom right-hand side of the screen, you can see the score and the stat line. So you can see like the shots on goal, the hits, and the power plays. But I will be commenting on the game as once the action gets back. Okay, if your cable's cut off, you're in a good spot here. So obviously, we're going to talk about the game when we have it on in the background. So if you want to know what's going on, this is a great way to do it if you don't have any option to watch it. So stick around. I'll keep you up to date here. We're about 1 minute to go here in the intermission before the second period is dropped. The teams are back out on the bench, and we're just getting ready for the second period face-off. Welcome back, Sean. Who scored? It was Tyler Toffoli scored a minute and a half in for Vancouver, and then Bo Horvat scored on the power play. Canucks won the face-off off the start here, the second period. Get the puck deep here in the Vegas zone on the forecheck now. Around the boards, and they keep the puck in. Vegas is turnover, and it looks like we have a penalty coming. And it looks like it's against Vancouver's JT Miller. Miller called for hooking there on, get the sticking on the hands on Marchessault. Not a good penalty on the offensive zone. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite the Canucks. Who will win? I don't know, Japan Leo. Right now looking like Vancouver. It is the beginning of the second period. 2-0 Vancouver. Vegas is on the power play. Shots on goal are 8 for Vancouver, 6 for Vegas. And in case, as I mentioned, you should be able to see the on the bottom right-hand side. Let me just go on. Oh, Theodore with a big blast and just missed the net. Let me just bring up the live stream here. I just want to see. Let me just check it out to make sure that you can see what I think you're supposed to be able to see. Yes, in the bottom right-hand side here of your screen, you should be able to see the score. Theodore shot goes out of play. Good close call there. Game is back on, and we're ready to go here with the Vegas power play. Vancouver's trying to get the puck out, and they do clear the zone. Vegas on the power play here. Theodore going back. Here comes Shea Theodore. Drops the puck off. Pacioretty coming up the ice. This is off the Marchessault. Now down on the boards. And back to Theodore. Gets set up here at the blue line. Shot goes wide. Theodore back down the boards. Down to Stastny. Stastny back to Theodore. Theodore over to Pacioretty. Pacioretty shoots. It's deflected. Goes over to the boards where we got Mark Stone. Stone down to Marchessault. On the side of the net. Feeds it back to Pacioretty, but he can't handle it. Pacioretty circles. Down behind the net. Marchessault back to Stone. Theodore's ready for the shot if he gets it over Marchessault. And no good play there from Edler to block the pass. Pass goes across, but it's a wild pass, and they lose control. Here come the Canucks on the counterattack, trying to jump up. Big save by Robin Leonard. 9 seconds to go on the power play. No, I'm not streaming the game. What I'm telling you here is I'm not sure what kind of device you're using to watch this stream. But on the screen on YouTube, you should be able to see the score on the bottom right-hand side of the screen. That's what I'm talking about. All right, Ben, thanks for joining us. If you got to go, that's no problem. Certainly have a good evening. And we hope you'll join us again sometime. Vegas here and power play is now over. They have a slight shots on goal lead, 10-9. Penalty is over. Vegas is still attacking, though. He cuts through the middle, and he's closed off here, but Vegas keeps the puck. And Tuck takes a shot, and Markstrom gloves her down, stoppage and play. Do you think the Leafs will still be interested in Josh Manson, or will they keep trading with teams like Pittsburgh? Well, obviously we know Toronto needs to make some changes to their blue line. And they're not going to get that from Pittsburgh. So if they're going to make a trade for a defenseman, it's not going to be with them. It could be a guy like Manson would be a player that would make sense for them to target. Dubas did comment earlier that if he could find another guy, kind of like how they got Jake Muzzin, that he'd be very interested. So it sounds like he understands that they really need a more defensive defenseman, somebody who can play physical and kind of be better in the defensive zone here. All right, Vegas is still on the attack here. 3 minutes into the second period. Back to the point. Shot goes through, misses the net. Canucks are trying to clear the zone, but Vegas keeps it in, but now Vancouver's going to clear. Here comes Jordy Ben over to Gaudette. Gaudette down the wing, throws it in front. Nobody can get a stick on it. Vegas back, shoots the puck in. Markstrom plays the puck. Vancouver tries to clear, unsuccessful. Vegas keeps it in, throws it towards the net, and Markstrom covers it up. I'm not sure if they're still interested in Manson specifically, Sean. I know like there's been talk and rumors off and on. Wouldn't be surprised if they were. I think he'd be a great kind of defenseman for them. Kidney Scraper, interesting name. Welcome to the stream. You think Pittsburgh's going to try a way to get PK Subban? That would be interesting. I'm not so sure that would be a great fit, but I can see New Jersey maybe considering moving him because he makes a lot of money and didn't have a good season, but at the same time, they're not necessarily in a tight cap situation either. Should be a great postseason for the Canucks to beat the champs in St. Louis. Yes, I agree. I mean, it's definitely going to be a good postseason. The Vancouver Canucks have a lot to be proud of regardless of what happens here. They've made some big strides this season. Here comes Quinn Hughes down the ice. Puts the brakes on, but lost an edge, and Vegas gets the puck back. Although Vegas has yet to clear the zone. Toffoli shoots, goes high. Pearson throws it out front. Vegas cuts it off. Here comes Theodore up the ice. Gets to center ice and shoots it in. Markstrom plays the puck over to the defender. Little patience, up the boards and out. Here come the Canucks. Here comes Elias Pettersson. Oh! Shot was blocked, was all the way back down the ice. Here comes Alex Edler. It looks like we have an icing call against Vegas. Just over 5 minutes. Or just under 5 minutes gone in the period. Teddy says, have you heard anything about the Leafs and Blues talking at all? The Blues have a couple available D-men like Gunnarsson and Bortuzzo. Haven't had any rumors on that as of yet, but clearly both teams are going to be making changes. And in the Leafs' case, they definitely need defenders that are affordable. Like, you know, we're looking at cheaper contracts, like better bang for their buck, and obviously the Blues players do meet that kind of category. So, be interesting. But I haven't heard any direct links. I know Leaf fans would love to see Captain Elias Pettersson go to Toronto, but puck's in front of Vegas' net here, and they were able to clear. Close call though. Vancouver putting the pressure on again. Here comes Beagle down the ice. Back to the point. Back to Beagle behind the net. Vertanen back to the point. Shot doesn't get through. And Vegas looks like they're going to clear the zone. Yeah, if PK Subban's traded, they're 100% going to have to retain salary. No doubt about it. You remember Travis Green playing for the Isles? Yes. Travis Green was a pretty good hockey player in his day. Now he's turned himself into a pretty good coach. I remember Green as a player as well. Andre, I'm not so sure. I know Murray was mad, but I think, honestly, I think Anaheim needs a full rebuild. Like, I mean, they've already they got some good young pieces in Anaheim. And they have so many defensemen signed now for next year that I don't know. They're bound to move somebody. So we're up to 60 viewers in the chat here in the stream. So if you're new, welcome. If you haven't already done so, smash that like button for me. We're watching Vegas and Vancouver here. Game number 2, period number 2. Vancouver with a 2-0 lead. We have shots on goal right now in favor of Vegas, 16-9. Canucks came out hot, though, and got goals from Toffoli and Horvat early in the game. And it's been that score now for some time. We have 13 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the second period. Pavel Bure, yes, he was one heck of a good player. I don't see St. Louis trading Vince Dunn. For those of you that are talking about it here. I mean, he is an RFA, needs to be signed, but I'd be quite surprised if St. Louis moved him. Especially with, obviously Pietrangelo, there's some question marks there. They need to clear out some salary, but even if they do sign him, I mean, he's not, certainly a rookie by any means anymore. So they're going to need guys like Dunn to be the next, group of guys to move up here within the blue line. So I'd be shocked if they traded Vince Dunn. He's a pretty good young blue liner. Kelly Kissio wearing number 11 for the Rangers. Whew. Yeah, that was some time ago. I can see the Islander-Flyers series going deep. I mean, I know the Islanders obviously took the early lead here in Game 1, but the Flyers are a heck of a good team, and they're going to fight back. I can see, regardless of who wins, is going at least 6 games. Other streamers allow caps sometimes. That could just be one of the settings, Dominic. I apologize, but obviously the way the settings are here is that if you put anything all caps or a lot of emojis and symbols, the system picks it up as being spam. I can see if I can change that. I honestly don't care about caps. It makes no difference to me. Let me see here. I don't know how to do that. I don't want to mess anything up here while I'm streaming. Yeah, we're up to 62 viewers in the stream. If you're new, welcome. Hit that like button for me. Lets me know you're enjoying the commentary, enjoying the game, and enjoying the chat here. All kinds of great people in the chat to talk to, so join the conversation. Vancouver with a big... Oh, Vegas scores! I was just going to say Vancouver had a 2-0 lead, and they lost the 2-0 lead, now 2-1. Alex Tuck, I believe, put that one in. Let's see the replay here. Yeah, that was a nice play. A little alley-oop pass down the ice to Wad of Tuck, and he rips her home past Markstrom. Nice shot there from Alex Tuck. Vancouver now with a 2-1 lead. Do you think the Flyers will dish Gostisbehere? I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, he hasn't really fit with Alain Vigneault. Hasn't really, but he looks better in these playoffs than he has in a while. So I don't think it's a guarantee, but certainly quite possible for sure. Vegas did score, yes. Now we have a much closer game. Vancouver better respond to this, or they might be in trouble. That was quite the play from Theodore to lob that down the ice. Holy cow, that was perfectly placed little alley-oop pass. Great play there. Theodore deserves most of the credit, but a great shot there from Tuck. Valerie Bure. Yes, I get to see Valerie Bure play when he was in the American Hockey League. Way back when Montreal had their farm team here in my home city of Fredericton, New Brunswick, they had the Fredericton Canadians. So I got to see a lot of up-and-coming Habs prospects back when I was in my much younger childhood years, I guess we'll say, my formative years. Beauvillier and Pelech, they're both going to get paid pretty well. I don't think either will be huge contracts. I can see them taking bridge deals. So I don't think they'll be big. So Vancouver's getting a penalty here. Oh, they're being called for shooting the puck out of the over the glass in their own zone here, but that did not go straight out. That hit the glass. That's a bad call. Oh, I can't believe they did. I cannot believe Vancouver got penalized for that. I mean, the referee wasn't even that far away. Oh, big save. Markstrom off Mark Stone. So Theodore to line over the Stone. Stone to Pacioretty. Pacioretty shoots. Markstrom with the save. Minute 35 to go on the power play. But that was a brutal call from the officiating. I know we were being asked earlier about the officials, and for the most part, I thought they've been pretty good with a few exceptions, but that was a bad call. That was not a penalty. Matthew Barzal is going to be an interesting contract to watch for sure. Canucks clear the zone. That's a big clear from Vancouver. Yeah, Gravely, it 100% hit the glass. I mean, you could see it right off the bat there. I can't believe they missed that. All right, just over a minute to go here in a power play. Here comes Shea Theodore leading Vegas up the ice. Pacioretty down the wing. Shoots the puck over. Marchessault leaves it back to the point for Theodore. Theodore over to Pacioretty. Back to Theodore. Back to Pacioretty. And Vancouver intercepts. Here we go. Sutter trying to get a breakaway, but he's not fast enough. Shot on net. Leonard with the save. Too bad they wouldn't have had a speedier Canuck with that. Vegas going for a full change here. 30 seconds to go on the power play. So again, if you're new to the stream here, hit that thumbs up for me. Lets me know you're having a fun time here in the stream. Join the chat. Obviously, also lets YouTube know that it's a great place for people to come watch the stream and enjoy the game, enjoy the conversation. Vegas here. Few seconds to go on the power play. 2-1 Vancouver leads. Oh, big shot, big save. Or actually, it looked like it was blocked. Here comes Carlson. Oh, man, Vegas is really pressing here. Vancouver's blocking everything in sight. Some great play from the Canucks, but Vegas has really got the pressure on here, and they're going to keep it in again, and now I think it came out. That came out of the zone. So the power play is over. Vancouver survived that penalty kill. They get the puck down the ice. Here's Elias Pettersson. He throws it out front, but there's all five Vegas players are back. Nothing happened on that play. All right, Vegas comes down the ice, loses the puck, though. Here comes Vancouver back the other way. Yeah, Vancouver can't get anything going either. Back to Vegas. They break out of their zone here. Now they enter the Vancouver zone. Cut down the wing, and nothing happening. Markstrom's got the puck by the looks of it. That was a close call. Yeah, Vegas was moving the puck well there on that power play. That was some strong play from Vegas. Real strong play. Yeah, Vancouver's having a much better game. Obviously, Vegas is back in it here, 2-1. Vegas Golden Knights trying to battle back here against the Vancouver Canucks, but clearly the Canucks are having a much better game than they did in Game 1, which is certainly great news for a Canucks fan base, at least. So we're up to 40 likes here in the stream, which is fantastic. So thanks very much for everybody who's taking a minute to smash that like button for me. We're now up to, I think it's 66 people watching the stream. So welcome aboard. We're watching Vegas and Vancouver. Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals Round 2 series. We're now in the second period. We have a 2-1 Vancouver lead. Vegas recently scored here to make it 2-1. So join the watch party. Get down in the comments here. Join the great conversation that's going on. And have a good time here as we watch this game. But Vancouver certainly showing that they can be much better than they were in Game 1. Chris Tanev, I think, is pretty important to the Canucks on and off the ice as well. And I think the Canucks need to try to find a way to keep him in the fold. Even if it's a shorter-term deal, they need to figure that out. Yeah, Colorado's in trouble early, too, against Dallas, which is quite surprising. Birdie Bird says, hello, can you say hi, Rachel? Well, I just did, but hi, Rachel. There you go. Yeah, tomorrow you get 3 games on the schedule. Busy game day tomorrow for sure. We're at 67 people in the stream, so welcome aboard. Hit that like button for me. Let's watch some Vegas and Vancouver here and have a great discussion on the game as we get further along here. We're just pretty much halfway through the game now. We're getting into the second period. Let's see the clock here. We're actually just over halfway through. 9.5 minutes to go. Vegas pressing into Vancouver zone here yet again. What do you think the final score will be? That's a tough question. I'm going to say 4-2 Vancouver. That's just a wild guess, but I find a lot of times when I make predictions, they don't come true. So it doesn't matter to me who wins. I'm impartial in this game. I'd like to see Vancouver win. I think just to tie it up and make the series more interesting, but obviously I'm not going to be upset if Vegas wins. Nathan says hi from Vancouver. Well, welcome, Nathan. Thanks for joining the stream. If you haven't already done so, smash that like button for me. Consider subscribing if you're not already subscribed as well. Great content put out every day. Lots of live streams through the playoffs. Trying to create a great community here. So welcome everybody if you're new to the stream. Let's see here how we're doing on the subscriber front since we started. We are now at 14,029. So we've gained quite a few new subscribers throughout this live stream. I think we started at 14,005. I know we passed 14,000 just a few hours ago. So we've had pretty good growth here today. So I certainly appreciate everybody's support. So welcome all your newer viewers. Welcome all the newer subscribers as well. Join the conversation. Have a good time. Talk about the game. It's meant to be a fun place here to interact with each other while the NHL games take place. So we're 2-1 now, Vancouver. Shots on goal are 18-11 in favor of Vegas. 8:52 to go here in the second period. All right, Vegas is pressing here in the zone again. We got Marchessault out there with Stastny. And Riley Smith. Theodore again. Man, Theodore is looking really good tonight. Shea Theodore needs to get more credit for how good he is. His lateral movements and his stick handling, his foot movement, he's incredible back there. A little dipsy duel. I can't believe that the Ducks wanted him to be the player that they selected in the draft. Kind of crazy. All right, Vegas wins the draw. Back to the point. Shots blocked. Rebound. Markstrom with the save. Ooh, Vegas with pressure there again. Markstrom keeps it out. Everybody's scrambling around the net. Somehow Vancouver keeps that out of the net. Close call there for Vegas to tie things up, though. Whew. Pacioretty now with the puck. Shoots, but misses the net. Looks like Markstrom got a piece of it. Horvat helps chip the puck out of the zone, get the pressure off here. Vancouver with a little neutral zone turnover. Miller gets the puck ahead to Horvat. Oh, big save, Leonard. That was a close call there from Bo Horvat again. Mark Stone down the ice for Vegas. Looks as though the Canucks got the puck back. JT Miller over to Brock Besser. Let's go. Come on, Besser. Get the puck out of the zone. Vegas is going for a change. All right, here we go. Vegas now gets the puck down the ice. Theodore again almost sprung Tuck on a breakaway. Man, Theodore has been amazing tonight. Never discount defense named Shea. Absolutely. Some good shays. Not a lot of shays, but the ones that are there are pretty darn good. Oh, Vegas with another good shot on the side of the net. Close call. Vancouver's on their heels here. Markstrom with another big save. Back to the point. Martinez shot misses the net. Man, Vegas is really pressuring here. Vancouver's got to get rid of this. This is a lot of pressure from Vegas Golden Knights. And the Canucks go offside trying to get the puck down the ice. Vegas has really turned the corner here. They've taken over this game in this period. They're still trailing on the scoreboard, but Vancouver is on their heels, and there's a lot of time left. This is not good for Vancouver. Yeah, I agree, Teddy. It's been a crazy playoffs. I know my bracket's, I think, relatively busted too. And if you're anybody who's new to the stream, new to the channel, welcome aboard. Thanks for sticking around. Hit that like button if you haven't already done so. Lets me know that you're having fun, and lets YouTube know that you're having fun as well, so they can try to promote the stream to some new viewers. So Vancouver gets the puck. They have it down in Vegas' zone, but they cannot hold the line. They had to tag up everybody out. Vancouver loses the puck, though. Vegas trying to get down the ice now. Oscar Fantenberg around the boards. And here come the Canucks. They get out of the zone. Goes to Jordy Ben, but he sends it wide and nothing happens. Vegas gets the puck out, but nothing happens in the neutral zone. Canuck defenders now get the puck back. Bo Horvat with a nice pass to Besser, who just missed on that one. Here comes Vegas again. Looks like Schmidt getting the puck down the ice. All right, Vegas has the puck now again in the Vancouver end. Shot missed on net. Vancouver trying to get out of their own zone here again. Here's Tanev behind the net against Stastny. Gets the puck over to Pearson. Goes up the boards, but Vegas holds the line. Shot doesn't make it through. And Horvat does not clear the zone. Vegas keeps it in again. Oh, Markstrom comes up big with a save off Stastny. Woo! Vegas is really pushing here. We're now going into the, I believe it should be the final TV timeout of the period. 5 minutes to go in the second period. 2-1. Vancouver Canucks lead. Wow. A lot of pressure, though, from Vegas. Pavelski is the real deal. He's been playing really well. Yeah, Montreal beating Pittsburgh did not help very many people's brackets. I don't think a lot of people predicted that one. Yeah, Vegas has been smelling blood. They're really pushing here. Like the Vancouver Canucks are on their heels, and they could be in trouble if they don't kind of get the momentum shifted here. The way Vegas is going, I would not be surprised to see them get this game tied up before the end of the period. Who's in the lead for the top shelf hockey bracket challenge? That's a good question, Sean. I should check on that. Actually, why don't I try to bring it up here and see? I haven't looked at it in a while. Let's see here. NHL bracket challenge. Yeah, the shot attempts. We're just talking about the shot attempts here in the broadcast. I mean, we always have been talking about how tilted it is here in Vegas' favor in this second period, but 38-8 were the shot attempts in this period so far. That's crazy. Like, Vegas has completely dominated this period. All right, let's see if I can find the standings here for the Top Shelf Hockey Bracket Challenge. Leaderboard. Well, I can tell you I'm not doing so well. We have a tie for first place right now for the leaderboard, and the usernames are Christina K8.1 and William.C 105.1. Ooh, Vegas just missed the net there. Close call. So those are the top ones right now for our bracket challenge. But, of course, I don't know who's got what for usernames here on the NHL site. But Vegas is pushing again here. Oh, nice pass. Oh, another save. Wow, Vegas is really pushing here. Vancouver's got to get this turned around. I think at this point, Vancouver is just trying to get out of the period with a one-goal lead. Oh, here comes the Canucks. Here comes Pettersson. Pettersson down the ice. He shoots. That hit the bar. Oh, man. Pettersson with a great chance on Robin Leonard. That was really close. That's the best chance Vancouver's had in some time. Off the crossbar and out. Pettersson actually hit Theodore's stick first and then off the crossbar. Oh, man. Close call for the Vancouver Canucks. Ooh. Man, Tuck again with another opportunity. Vancouver trying to survive this period. Here comes Miller down the boards, gets it out, chips it up to... Oh, nice little passing play, but they cannot convert. Here comes Cousin down the ice for Vegas. Puts on the brakes. Throws it back to the blue line. Gets the pass over, and the Vegas player falls down, but they hold the zone. Nick Holden shoots it through. Canucks clear the ice, but it hits the net with Leonard, so no icing. And here comes Vegas again. 3 minutes to go in the second period. Yeah, Theodore didn't get a stick on that Pettersson shot. That very well likely went in. Vegas is pressing super hard here. Like, I think Vancouver right now is just in survival mode to get out of this period so they can get a break and get a fresh start for the third. Face off down on the Vegas end of the ice. Sutter wins the draw. It was, and behind the net. Bounces out front. Funny bounce there, but Leonard kept it out. Here you got Sutter and Roussel out there with Gaudette. Vancouver keeps it in. Tanev holds it in on the boards. Vegas trying to get out here. Looks like that's Reeves over there. And Vegas clears the end. Oh, and off of a bounce in the defensive zone. Oh, good play there. Close call from the Vegas again. Tanev looked like he might have been shaken up on that play, though. Man, more pressure here from Vegas. And they're under 2.5 to go. Back to the blue line. Here's Theodore. Shoot. Markstrom gets a pad on it. Vegas still holding the line here. At the blue line, Theodore shoots it wide. And looks like the Canucks are going to get a chance to clear Roussel. And he gets it down the ice. And it doesn't go for icing either, which is good. Here comes Theodore back up the ice, dancing and wheeling around the Canuck players. Loses the puck to Horvat, who lifted his stick. Back to the defenseman. Tanev back to Hughes. Hughes goes up the boards to Sutter. Gets it down the ice. Puck's bouncing. Miller grabs the puck. Oh, Horvat on a loose play there, and Leonard with the save. Whew! I tell you, Vegas has been the pressure on. No, as we discussed earlier, it's not going to change. I can't show the game because they'll shut my channel down. Like, we get a copyright strike. They cut off the stream, and then I get in trouble, and I get a strike on my channel. So, no. I'm sorry you can't find a live game stream to watch, but it's not. Oh, Canucks in front, and they score! Pettersson, what a move! Alex Edler finds Elias Pettersson out front, and he dipsy-doodles past Leonard and tucks it in. What a play from Petey, number 40, with a nice goal. Whew! Canucks have answered back after surviving that period. How many times do we see that in the NHL? You see a team pressuring and pressuring and pressuring, and they can't get the puck in the net, and the other team comes back and scores. Nice play from Pettersson. Nice deke from Edler, to find Pettersson up front. He dekes Leonard, gets in the net. Look at that. What a goal. Great play from Pettersson. That was one heck of a goal. We're saying Pettersson scored because he did. Excellent deke there from Pettersson. Nice play for Edler to find him out front. 3-1 Vancouver with just over a minute to go. We're now at 65 viewers in the chat, so if you're new to the streams, certainly welcome aboard here. Consider smashing that like button for me. Let me know you're having a good time. Let YouTube know that you're enjoying it as well. Obviously, we'd like to see more people join if we possibly can. The more the merrier here at Top Shelf Hockey. Canucks and Vegas Golden Knights near the end of the second period. Vancouver just scored to make it a 3-1 Canuck lead. But Vegas has owned this period, and they're back at it, pressuring again. Here comes Pacioretty, but Pettersson knocks the puck away from him, could not get the shot away. 1 minute to go here in the period. Vegas looks like they're still trying to put more pressure and to snag a goal here before the end of the period. Shots on goal this period, there were 20-8 in favor of Vegas, and they've had several shots either blocked or missed the net. They've had well over 40 shot attempts. The Canucks tried to clear the zone, but it hit a skate. Oh, nice play there. Carlson throws the puck on net for Tuck. Markstrom kept it out, but that was a close call. Goalie switch? No, I don't think so. Leonard, you can't really fault Leonard on the goals that the Canucks have had. Whew. That was a close call there. Markstrom had to make a big save. What a goal by Petey. Indeed it was. Plasma Light. It's considered spamming if you put all caps or if you put a whole bunch of characters. So I don't know what you said, obviously, but it's just an automated. It's an automated moderator that I have on here to help me out. Since I don't have any any of my regular mods on live with me right now.
The scrums after the whistle. Both teams have been physical, aggressive, staying in the confines of the rules for the most part.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, Andrew. And you know what? It might not be a bad move, especially if they want to give Leonard a break, because clearly, like I said, I don't think we can fault him, but it might be a good opportunity to get him some rest and get Fleury into the game and maybe spark the Vegas Golden Knights to keep going. I guess we'll see what they decide here in the intermission. We have 14 seconds to go in the second period.
The guy that gets involved centered it right there.
I see what you're saying there, Sonny Kang. Come on down to Scott Road. I mean, obviously I'm not in BC, so I can't do that. I can't read every single comment. There's quite a few going through the chat here. So I apologize, but, you know, we want people to have a great conversation, but we don't necessarily need attention seekers, if you know what I mean. Oh, really? You're going to get lippy with me now because I didn't read your comment? Like, come on, grow up. We can solve that real quick. You don't have to be here. And I'm not a kid. I'm probably old enough to be your dad, so grow up. So, Sonny Kang, change your tune or get lost.
All the news, scores, stats, and highlights. If it's hockey, it's here. The official app of the NHL. Build it bigger. Build it more. Build it longer. Build for Canada. Build icons.
All right, well, let's get back to some normalcy here. Obviously, we have 55, I think it is, people in the chat, in the live stream here. So if you're new, hit that like button for me. Consider subscribing if you're new to the channel. I apologize there. We had a little bit of unnecessary comments going on in the chat that I had to take care of there. So obviously, basically, you can't watch the game. I can't show it. And if you're going to get lippy and be... immature, then you're just not going to be welcome here. Just that simple. Now, I do have an automated moderator as part of the Streamlabs program that I use for streaming. If you use all caps locks or a bunch of symbols or emojis, it will take that as spam, so don't take that personally. That's not anybody going and blocking your comments. That's just how I have it set up. I will consider altering the settings for the next stream, but I don't want to mess with any of the settings right now while we're live, just in case... I kind of want to get screwed up here, so. Sonny Kang is Mike Milbury. Maybe he is. Maybe it's Milbury's, fake account. You just never know, right? No, I see what you said, Donald Finn, and it was the one of the words you used wasn't exactly a swear word per se, but it technically kind of was. So don't worry about it. Don't take anything personal. It's just the way the settings are. We try to keep the chat clean, and there's a lot of words that are in there as filters. Vancouver is looking really good. What happened with the comments? I don't know, Sean. I mean, we had some comments. Like I put somebody on timeout. Sonny Kang was getting a little lippy there with me, so we had to take care of that. So if you see a bunch of comments retracted, that's what happened. I know. Trust me. I'd love to be able to show the game and comment on it that would be fantastic. I would love that, but. That's the way the rules are. It's not even a YouTube rule. It's an NHL rule. And like anybody else who makes original content, obviously you don't want people stealing it without getting paid. That's the end of the day, right? So the NHL, the NBA, NFL, MLB, all these pro sports leagues, they get paid big money for the broadcasters to show their game. So if people like us just go start throwing it up on the internet, they don't like that because they're not making any money off of us, right?
Elias Pettersson. That's a lame name. I'm thinking that 70s remake. That's pretty good. Not bad. All right, Jesse Kelly or Calgary
Does Fleury fire his agent? No, I don't think he does, because I think even though he might not have been thrilled about it, I think Fleury would have known ahead of time what was going to happen. And to be honest, he didn't really say anything that he was mad at him or anything like that. So I think Fleury was fine with it. Gets the point across. He probably wasn't real thrilled with having to deal with the media about it, but don't worry about it, Donald. No worries, my man. It's just the settings. Don't worry about it. Let's see here. Homemade lasagna. Ooh. Sammy's making lasagna. That sounds pretty tasty. So yes, I guess you could say it's all Gary Bettman's fault. Since everybody loves to boo Bettman and blame Gary, let's say it's Bettman's fault. Joe R., welcome, my man. I knew a Kapanen trade would be an overpay. Everyone said it was nuts that someone would overpay for Cappy. Yeah, you know what? I'm not surprised either. And I'm not surprised it was Pittsburgh, because it's a classic Rutherford kind of move. He's not afraid to give up the picks and the prospects by any means, so. So they're talking about the officials here on the second period intermission. Brian Burke's kind of complaining about the referees a little bit. He's not happy with the penalty call on JT Miller. Not happy about the puck over the glass penalty against Besser. And he's got some good points. The officials tonight haven't been overly great. In that call on Miller was a little soft, I thought, early. Thankfully, they survived it, but still. Hello, Phil Viner. Welcome, my man. Thanks for joining the stream. Bernard says he's excited for the draft. I agree. I'm a Sens fan too, Bernard. I'm not sure if you know that, but I do primarily cheer for the Senators. No need to feel sorry for me. I'm used to all the Senators' pain. Feel free to make your jokes in the chat. But you know what? It's going to be an exciting time for Senators fans. We have a lot to look forward to in those two picks. Number 3 and 5 are going to bring a lot of future happiness, hopefully, to this organization. Should Tampa consider trading Stamkos? I tell you, he has been awfully injury prone. I mean, I don't see it happening, but should they consider it? Probably. Will they? Probably not. That's my take. Yeah, no, I'm not surprised that they got a first rounder for Kapanen, to be honest. I mean, I'm a little surprised they got a first rounder and a really good prospect, but I said that is a classic Pittsburgh move. Dubas knew what he was doing. He knew he talked to the right guy with Rutherford for sure. Vapor Tango says, I love your videos. Well, that's great. I love that you love it. Thank you for the support. Hit that like button if you haven't already done so. We are now at, I believe we hit 50 likes here in the stream. Let me just refresh, make sure that's the right active current number. We are at, yes, I believe we're at 50. So, or actually, is it 49? So let's hit that 50 like mark here for the stream. Obviously, if you're in the stream here and you're new, consider hitting that subscribe button. Stick around. We just passed 14K subscribers today. So nice little milestone there. We're on our way now to 15K. Hopefully we'll hit that sometime in the next month. Ha! You're a Flames fan, huh? Can you make fun of me? Well, you know what? You've had more success recently, but the Flames have certainly had their struggles. And I think just about every fan base really could find a way to make fun of each other for something. Yes, Leaf fans can sympathize. It's been too long since the Leafs have had a cup or really any playoff success. Like there's a lot of franchises in that boat. Yes, Kapanen was traded. In case you missed it earlier today, Kasperi Kapanen was traded to the Pittsburgh Penguins along with Pontus Aberg and a prospect defenseman, Lindgren, I believe it was, and Jesper Lindgren. In return, the Maple Leafs get the Penguins' first-round draft pick in the 2020 draft, so the number 15 overall pick. And they also get a good prospect in Philip Hallander, as well as forward Evan Rodriguez. And I think there's another prospect in there too. Dan Ortiz, welcome, my man. Your Sens will have a great pick at 3 and 5. Yes, I hope they don't screw it up, but I have confidence that Pierre will do the right thing and make some great selections. Gravely says, I see 53. Okay, well, maybe mine was a little bit behind there, but yeah, 53, that's great to see. If we're at 53, I guess we can set our next goal for likes on our stream up to 60. Yo, will the Canucks win? Well, they're winning 3-1 going to the third, so let's hope they can hang on here. It'd be nice to see them tie the series up. Sean says, how do you edit your YouTube videos? And how do you add the logos? Well, for editing, I have a Mac computer here, which is what I'm using to stream on as well. So I use iMovie for my editing. And once you're in iMovie, you can have different layers between the video and audio. It's real simple. All you got to do is drag in any images. Then you have the option to either make that image full screen, or you can make a picture-in-picture setting. It's really quite simple. But iMovie is what I use to do my editing. I know a lot of the more sophisticated, higher-end channels don't seem to be a big fan of iMovie, but it works well for me. I dread the day Stamkos could possibly be traded, but they do have several big-name players that are not. Yeah, I agree. Like Stamkos is he's a great player, but he's injured so much. I believe he's got a full no trade though, so moving him would not be simple by any means. Will the Canucks win? I think they have a good chance. Where do you think Hall is going to sign? Good question. I would say, there's probably a handful of teams that are really going to be pushing hard for him, but I don't see him staying in Arizona, to be honest. I think it's more likely to go to Calgary, maybe Colorado. Yeah, Joe, Dubas is not done at all. Like, they're definitely going to have other trades. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they have multiple trades. He's going to be a busy guy. The Leafs are going to be busy. Who do I think won the Kapanen trade? Initially, I'm going to give the edge to the Leafs right now. Obviously, the Penguins will get the more immediate benefits having Kapanen join their lineup. But longer term, I think the Leafs can do good things with the pick and prospect. I would not be shocked if they take that first rounder from Pittsburgh and trade it to get somebody else. So they now have a first round pick to add to their trade bait that they can use to go and improve that blue line. So that's. I mean, they might keep the pick, but it wouldn't be shocking if they traded it either. But for right now, Pittsburgh will get the more immediate effects. But I think Toronto wins that trade. I think Pittsburgh overpaid. Flames or Avs, Dan says, yeah, for Taylor Hall. I agree that those would be my top two picks, but hard to say. Are we going to start watching? If you mean the game itself, no. This is basically a watch party where we watch the game and talk about it. So again, I cannot show the game. YouTube will shut me down. Yeah, the Coyotes did have a pretty good year, but there's a lot of uncertainty now that John Chayka's left. Ownership seems to be maybe changing a few things up, so I'm not sure that Hall sticks around. I mean, maybe he does, but at this point, I think that there's a good chance he leaves, but you never know. They're certainly going to try hard to keep him. I personally think the best spot for Hall would be Colorado. That would be, if I had to pick for him, that's where I'd get him to go. Yeah, the Coyotes have had their fair share of struggles. I mean, they need to get a long-term arena solution figured out. That's certainly high up on the priority list, so we'll see. I mean, could they move? Maybe, but I think it'll be a while. I think this ownership group that just recently took over is going to want to give it a shot there and see if they can get an arena figured out before they go down that road. The Leafs will trade the first-round pick for a defense. They very well could. Like I said a little while ago, like it gives them another trade chip in their back pocket here. So they could have that to trade for a decent defenseman rather than take another piece off their roster. They could go after a number of defensemen out there that kind of fit the bill. No, the game's not back on yet. We're still in the second intermission. Yeah, you know what, Phil? That's a good point. And when I made the video earlier today, I guess I do know that, and I didn't bring it up. I think I was so worried about where I was filming outdoors and there was a thunderstorm forming. I kind of tried to not go too long on the video, but yeah, you're right. There is the London connection there with Matthew Tkachuk, Max Domi. Of course, the other part of that fantastic line that they had as well. I mean, there's a few other London players that certainly played with those guys a bit too, but there's a good connection there, and it does make sense. The only thing is that Montreal needs some size on the wing and some scoring. I mean, Gaudreau is a good game breaker though, so hard to say. But if they can't put Domi in the top six, I don't know. It's a confusing situation. I'm at this point. I'm thinking there's a good chance Domi gets traded, but it's certainly far from a guarantee. Can't wait till the offseason. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of activity. I really think there will be. We're going to have a very busy offseason. We're going to go from the Stanley Cup right to free agency and trades and the draft not far away. Like we had a nice surprise trade happen today, which was awesome. Something to talk about. I think there's a lot of goaltenders that could be on the move. We have a lot of defenders. There's going to be a very active time. Like you said, because of the flat salary cap, there's a lot of teams that are going to be scrambling to make moves. And we're going to have an abbreviated, shortened offseason as well. So it's really going to create a good opportunity here for us as fans to have lots to talk about. You can see the Islanders moving contracts for Taylor Hall. Well, I know obviously he's good buddies with Jordan Eberle. I think they'd be open to playing together again. Maybe. I mean, the Islanders could use another offensive weapon, but a lot of it's going to depend on how things go with Matthew Barzal. They'd have to move out quite a bit to make that happen. We're just about ready for the third period to get underway here. We're back from commercial break. Just about ready for puck drop. Medium pizza. Well, I hope you're enjoying your pizza. Do you think the Coyotes should get rid of Kessel? Maybe. I mean, he hasn't really produced a whole lot, but I'm not really sure that's entirely on him. I think it's just the way the team plays. They can get him maybe a better center iceman to play with. I don't know. I don't see Kessel going anywhere again. He does have a form of no trade, so he has the ability to block deals like he did coming out of Pittsburgh, so we'll see, but I don't think so. Do I think Marc-Andre Fleury gets traded? I do think there's a pretty good chance. The more these playoffs go on, if Vegas goes even further into the playoffs, and Leonard's a big part of that, and so far he has been, then I have every reason to think they're going to want to sign him, and they're not going to be able to sign Leonard without trading Fleury. But that's going to be tricky to do. Now we have action is now underway. The puck has dropped for third period. Vancouver gets the early zone time here. JT Miller tracking the puck down. Oh, Vancouver right up front. They score! Captain Bo Horvat with another goal. Vancouver with an early one. That's 4-1. Wow, that's a huge goal for the Canucks. It looks somewhat of an innocent play, but Vegas was sloppy in their own end there. Miller gets the puck on the boards, gets the puck back to the blue line, and Besser over to Horvat. And like Besser and Horvat are all alone in front. How does the Vegas defense leave them so wide open? Schmidt and McNabb are nowhere near them. 4-1 Vancouver now. 20 seconds into the period. Could Marc-Andre Fleury come back to Pittsburgh? Doubtful. Not that both sides may be open to it, but from a cap perspective, I mean, once his contract is up, if he still plays, he could sign a cheap deal maybe, but pretty unlikely, I think. Theodore with a shot, Markstrom with a save, Vancouver breaks out of the zone here again, shoots the puck down the ice. That was an absolutely huge goal for Vancouver. After all that pressure from Vegas, they survived it only to score a late third period goal and now late second period goal, and then a very early third period goal. And they're in the offensive zone again. But they lose the puck and it goes down the ice. Fleury, Montreal, no, they can't afford him. They do need a better backup, but he's not the answer. I don't see that happening. Horvat does do it again. And here comes the Canucks again. Pettersson with Pearson going to the net. Saved by Leonard. To be completely honest right now, I'm a little surprised that Vegas did not pull the goalie here and get Fleury in there and give Leonard a break. That's very surprising right now considering how much more Leonard has played. Let me know in the comments, are you surprised we don't have a Vegas goalie change right now? Yes, Horvat has been one heck of a player, one of the top guys in the playoffs for sure. So we're up to, let's see here what we're at for likes on the stream. I think we're at 50. 56, I think it is. So let's aim for 60 likes. If you haven't already done so, smash that like button for me. Let me know you're enjoying the game, enjoying the conversation here. We have a big 4-1 lead here for the Vancouver Canucks right now. 17 and a half minutes to go. That was a very sloppy opening segment there from the Vegas Golden Knights, and Vancouver took advantage. Where do I think Fleury could go? It's a good question. I mean, I know we've talked a lot about the possibility of him being traded. He's going to have, but I don't know. Where does Fleury go? That's a good question. I know a few years ago the Flames were trying to acquire him from Pittsburgh before he ended up in Vegas, but that was a long time ago. And Vegas is Vancouver back to the power play here with the Vegas penalty. All right, JT Miller on the boards. Goes behind the net. Oh, they try to feed Horvat out front, but the puck's deflected. Hughes holds the line. Here's Miller. His pass hits a skate. Oh, the Canucks. Oh, what a save by Leonard off to Foley. What a save. Fleury, I don't think he's 38. He's 30. Yeah, I think he's 36. I think he'll be 38 when the contract's up. Oh, here comes Vegas. And Vancouver breaks that up. Here comes JT Miller again. Oh, nice glove save from Robin Leonard. And Toffoli's looking pretty good tonight for his first game back. Little slower, though. You can tell he's still a little hesitant with that ankle. I can't believe Fleury's on the bench here. I thought that for sure that he'd go in after that fourth goal. Either that or the coach has made up his mind that Fleury's going to start the next game. Either way, he needs to get some playing time here. When is it over? Well, we have 16 and a half minutes to go in the third period. Then, at that point, it will be over. I am wearing a Top Shelf Hockey t-shirt right now. I don't have a sweatshirt on right now. It's way too warm for a sweatshirt here. So Vancouver's still in the power play here for 20 seconds, trying to gain entry to the zone, but Vegas breaks it up. Miller leaves the puck for Edler. And they have the zone now. Vegas goes around the net trying to clear it up. The power play has now come to an end. And that looks like it'll be an icing call against Vegas. Whew. So we're at 65 viewers by the looks of things. And so if you're new here to the stream, hit that like button. We're into the home stretch here in the third period. We have a 4-1 Canuck lead. I thought for sure that the Golden Knights might make a goalie change after that fourth goal, try to spark the team. But so far, Peter DeBoer has resisted doing so. Shots on goal are 30-21 in favor of Vegas. And Vegas had a really strong second period. Really poured the pressure on, but Vancouver survived and then come back with 2 quick goals after. Fleury knew what was going on. Yes, he did. He absolutely knew. He's been in the league a long time. He's been, with his agent a long time. His agent would not post something like that without him being aware of it. 92 degrees. Oh, pardon me. It's getting late here. It's about 12:49 in the morning, so I am getting a little sleepy. But we'll try to hang on here. Finish out this third period in the stream. Some pretty hot weather where you are, Sean. Yeah, Andrew, that wouldn't be shocking here. I mean, obviously, DeBoer is probably going to be extra stubborn with his playing time here for Leonard after that. So, although at this point, where Fleury has not entered the game, I'd be quite surprised if he doesn't play Game 3. Not that you can really blame Leonard. I don't think any of these goals are really on Leonard, but they need to do something different to kind of spark the team. Saved by Leonard there off Troy Stetcher. 14 minutes to play. Shots on goal now 30-22 in favor of Vegas. Vancouver trying to break out of their zone. Vegas holds the line, but the Canucks are going to clear here. Get center ice and get the puck shot in. Yes, Gravely Diggs, I did hit 14K subs today. Thank you for noticing. The big milestone. I'll take it. And since then, we've kept right on trucking. As of right now, I think we're at 14,036. So we've had a good growth here of new subs during the stream, which has been great. Great to see for sure. Lots of new people joining in and enjoying the conversation. We are at almost at 60 likes now for the stream. So that's great to see. I think we're one more away. So if you haven't done so, give me that like on the stream so we know that you're having fun, and it lets YouTube know that you're enjoying it as well, so they can recommend this stream to other hockey fans to join in. Welcome back, Jarvis. No problem. Of course, I understand people can't, to hang on here for several hours is not always doable, so no need to apologize or anything like that. The AC was broke at your school today, and it was hot. Oh, that sucks, man. Sorry to hear that. I know our school's here. I mean, I don't know exactly. See, we use Celsius in Canada, so I'm not. I'd have to convert. Let me just see here. You said about 92 degrees. Let me convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. Let's see. So 92 degrees would be what we call 33 Celsius. So that's pretty hot. And here, our school systems don't even have AC. So the fact that your school has it is for something that the kids here would be very appreciative of. At Gravely Digs, you're in Tucson. I did not know that. Yeah, it must be pretty warm down there as well. Where am I? I am on the East Coast. I'm Canadian. I live in New Brunswick. So just south of Quebec, just west of Nova Scotia. I lived in LA for 20 years. Oh, cool. Thank you, Dan, for 14K subscribers. It was a good day. Had a good milestone. Obviously, had a good day for some multiple videos. Live stream tonight, so it's been a very busy YouTube day. Nice to see lots of people joining in, hitting the like and subscribe button for us tonight. Been terrific that way. Also launched a whole bunch of new merchandise today on the Top Shelf Hockey merchandise store, as I mentioned a few times earlier. So if you're newer to the stream, all kinds of some great new products, including a Top Shelf Hockey facial mask that you can wear to protect yourself when you're going out. Obviously, many places now, due to the pandemic, require us to wear these all the time. Oh, the Canucks are going to the box. Edler just tripped up Mark Stone behind the net. Vegas is going to the power play. So good pressure there, but Markstrom came out big with a save. Habs Hockey, hey, how's it going? Welcome. Going pretty good. I hope you're doing well as well. Armin, where are you watching it on? I'm watching the game on Sportsnet in Canada myself. I cannot understand you. I speak no English. Well, I apologize. That's unfortunate, but that's what I speak. I do speak a little bit of French, but I don't know what your first language is. Pacific Northwest. Oh, Vancouver almost had a shorthanded opportunity. Oh, there. Beagle could not find the puck on his feet. They almost had a good shorthanded power or opportunity there. Oh, Andre, you're in LA as well. A lot of West Coasters. Obviously, I figured a lot of you guys who come to these West Coast or the late live streams must be a lot of West Coast people. It's cool to see. It's nice to know where everybody, I know not everybody wants to say where they live, and that's fine. Obviously, it's nice to know what part of the world you're in now. We have, obviously, hockey fans and a lot of loyal Top Shelf Hockey viewers from all over Canada, U.S., and other parts of the world, too. Oh, Vegas with some good pressure there. Markstrom comes up big with the save. Under a minute to go on the power play. Yes, I'm watching the game on Sportsnet. Hey, we're well over 60 likes now, showing me 64 now, so that's nice to see. Thank you, everybody who's taking the time to smash that like button for me. Obviously, if you want to hit that subscribe button, too, if you're new to the channel, I'd greatly appreciate it. You won't regret sticking around. All kinds of great content. YouTube hockey channels have been on a massive growth spurt here the last couple of years. Certainly happy to be a part of it. All kinds of other great content creators out there as well. And I'm hoping to have some collaborations here in the near future as well. Get some other guys back on. I used to do a lot of those. And haven't done any in a while. So we're hoping to get some of my other hockey YouTube friends on the channel here in the near future. Oh, Vegas is pressuring. Oh! Just missed. 10 seconds on the power play. Vegas pressuring a bad pass and the puck goes out of the zone. Amanda says the people on Vancouver streets are already celebrating. I would not doubt it. But hopefully they don't get ahead of themselves here. As we've seen, 2 and 3 goal leads in hockey are the worst leads now. So hopefully they don't jump the gun. Oh, here comes Vegas again. Still getting the pressure on after the power play. Vancouver trying to clear the zone. And they do. Gain center ice and dump the puck in and go for a change. 10.5 minutes to go here in the third period. Another big save there from Robin Leonard on Tanner Pearson. Here comes Vancouver again. Puck goes high and wide. All right, here comes Vegas up the ice again. Looks like they're changing now, so nobody's really with them. Dumps the puck in, goes for a change. We're approaching the halfway point of the third period. We're now down to 10 minutes remaining. Can the Golden Knights score 3 goals to tie this game up? Miller with a good chance on that, but Leonard again with the save. Oh, Pacioretty grabs down Miller after the whistle, and they're going to send him to the box. That was a dumb penalty from Max Pacioretty. So Miller goes hard to the net, knocks Theodore into the goalie, starts roughing a little bit there with William Karlsson, and then Pacioretty comes in and lugs him down. That was stupid from Pacioretty. I don't know why he did that. The Vegas Golden Knights need 3 goals to tie this game up, and he goes and puts them on the penalty kill now. Like, that's really not smart on Pacioretty's part. Darshan Dillon wants me to say his name, so you must obviously be able to speak more English than you let on. Because obviously you're commenting here and you seem to understand what's going on. Yes, I agree, Gravely. Patches is playing with an edge, but that edge just got him in trouble, so hopefully he can kind of tone her down here a little bit. So we're just past the halfway point of the third period. Evgeny Poles wants me to say his name. Like, really? Like, come on now. Let's keep it clean and mature, my friends. We don't need any weirdness going on in the stream. Chris Gonzalez, do you think they'll get another goal? I'm not sure what team you mean. If you mean Vegas, I would not be surprised to see them make it close. If you mean Vancouver, that wouldn't surprise me either. I don't think we've seen the end of the scoring for the night. Horvat wins a draw off the power play here. Puck goes around the net. Now Pettersson missed the puck and it comes out. So they get a reset here. Hughes drops the puck back. Here comes Horvat. They're stopped at the line and sent back down the ice. Laviolette for Caps coach. Yeah, you never know. He would be a good fit there. Also, wouldn't be surprised to see maybe Gerard Gallant. All right, Vancouver gets the zone here. Miller back to the point, back down to the corner. Hughes over to Pettersson. Almost lost the puck, but the Canucks keep the zone here. Back to the zone, back to the blue line, down to the corner. Miller on the boards. Here we go. Oh, close call there at the side of the net. And the Canucks lose possession. Vegas clears the zone. Here comes Hughes. Drops the puck off to Edler. Canucks going for a change here. 45 seconds to go on the power play. 8.5 minutes to go in the period. Laviolette trying to coach every team in the Metro. Yeah, he certainly made his rounds, hasn't he? He's had a lot of success, though, and he is the kind of coach I think that the Capitals could use. Vancouver almost gave up a shorthanded opportunity, but they get back here. All right, here's Gaudette, gains the zone. Oh, Stetcher with the shot there, Leonard with the save. That was a odd play to the side of the net. The penalty is now over. We're down to 7 minutes and 50 seconds in the period. Vancouver still with a 4-1 lead. Shots on goal are 35-25 in favor of Vegas. And Pacioretty holds the zone. He's out of the box now, of course. Shoots the puck around. Vegas has got to get their act together here. They got 7.5 minutes to get 3 goals. Not going to be an easy task the way Vancouver's played tonight. Pacioretty back to the point. Shot goes through. Misses the net. Here comes Stone at the side of the net. He goes backhand back to the point. Cross ice pass. Down in the corner here, Beagle trying to help get the puck out. And here we go. Canucks break loose, get the puck down the ice. Down to 6 minutes and 50 seconds now. Ooh, Vegas on the attack here. Peter. Oh, Stastny with the shot. I almost said Peter Stastny. Although we were talking earlier about some of these older players, got me thinking about Peter Stastny instead of Paul Stastny. But Markstrom makes the save. I thought the Vegas Golden Knights would do better than this too after they played the way they played in Game 1, but Vancouver's come out a much better team here in Game 2. Oh, Vegas kept the line here, hold the line, and they got a shot through, and Markstrom with a save. That shot's blocked. Vancouver looks like they're going to clear. Miller gets the puck down to Horvat, who dumps it in, and they go for a change. We're just over 6 minutes to go. Riley Smith. And Vancouver gets the puck out. Vegas again gets the puck in the neutral zone now. Offside Vegas. We're down to 5 minutes and 56 seconds. 4-1 lead for the Vegas. No, for the Vancouver Canucks. Vancouver with a 4-1 lead here. Vegas trying to make the comeback. We've been talking so much about Vegas. But they're putting the pressure on here, but they haven't yet to come back. Yeah, the Hawks taking Kirby Dach at number 3. It did seem like a little bit of a stretch at the time, but I tell you, he looks pretty solid. Like I think they get themselves quite a player with Dach. That's certainly turned to be a good choice. I mean, Byram is going to be really good for the Avs, but right now it's hard to say that Chicago definitely made a good choice. So we are up to 78 viewers now in the stream. So those of you that are new, welcome aboard. Hit that like button for me. I'd certainly appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. We're doing lots of streaming here through the 2020 NHL Stanley Cup Playoffs. And of course, we post regular daily content on top of that as well. We had 2 other videos go up here today. So certainly join the chat. Say hello. Make some new friends. Talk about the game. All kinds of stuff happening here. Lots of great people going in the chat to talk to. So welcome here if you're new. Obviously, like I said, we had the latter part of the game here. We're down to just over 5 minutes ago. I think 5:56 was the clock here. We're in commercial break here right now. Is Krebs playing for Vegas? I don't believe so, but he is with the team. He is in the bubble. Nicole Santos says Brazil. So if you're from Brazil, that's awesome to hear if that's the case. Nice to have fans from all over the world, so thanks for joining. Yeah, with Vegas, all that pressure in the second period and could not get a goal. Markstrom shut them down. So we're back underway here. Vegas trying to clear the zone. They do so. Shoots the puck in. Play down in the corner. Let's see here what Vegas is going to do. And we have a little bit of a fight going on here. Alex Tuck in the corner with, who's he with? Vertanen. It's another case of a bad penalty here by Vegas. Vertanen was getting called. And Tuck ended up retaliating and taking a minor penalty with him. Whitecloud put himself on the bench. I missed that watching the comments here in the chat. So I assume we're going to have offsetting minors here and have 4-on-4 by the looks of it. Oh, wow. Tuck actually got a double minor. So is Vancouver getting a power play out of this? I can't believe it. Gets again, Vegas completely screwed that up. They lost their composure. That's twice now in this period where they took unnecessary penalties. Vegas was going to have a power play if Tuck would have kept his cool. And instead, not only did he get the offsetting minor, but he got a double minor, so now Vancouver gets the power play. But Vegas is surprising to see how undisciplined they've been. Yes, Bo Horvat is the real deal. Vegas wins the draw, though. They get the puck off the draw. Riley Smith down the ice. Blocked by Vancouver. Here we go. Vancouver gains the zone. Toffoli down to the corner. Horvat to Toffoli, and the puck goes out of play. Minute and a half on the power play. 5 minutes to go in the third period. Yeah, the Golden Knights have lost their discipline here in this third period. I think they had, by the end of the second period, they looked incredibly frustrated with all those chances, and they could not buy a goal. Lee Thomas, welcome, my friend. Bob Cole. Well, that's quite the compliment. I don't think I'm anywhere near Bob Cole level, but I'm doing my best. Certainly, I tell you, since I've been doing these live streams, I have a whole new appreciation for how these commentators keep up. It's not easy. All right, here comes Vancouver on the power play. They gained entry to the zone. Toffoli along the boards. Down to Horvat, who brings it around to Miller. Miller back to the point for Hughes. Hughes and Pettersson, back to Hughes. Miller, back to Pettersson. Hughes again. Pettersson winds up. Shot doesn't get through, and Vegas clears the zone. 4 minutes to go in the third period. Vancouver on the power play with 43 seconds to go. Come down the wing, shot by, looks like it was Gaudette. Puck goes out of play. 40 seconds remaining. What a game so far. Yes, indeed, Teddy. It has been a terrific game. Much better performance here from the Canucks. So we have 20 seconds to go on the power play. Under 4 to go now in the third period. Looks like the Canucks are in pretty good shape here. For the 4-1 lead. Shots on goal of 37-25 for Vegas. Vegas shoots the puck in by Leonard. Covers it up for a face-off. Brett McKenzie, thank you for the compliment, kind sir. I greatly appreciate it. I'm doing my best. Like I said, ever since I've been doing these live streams, certainly have a whole new appreciation for the commentators that do the live NHL games. It's certainly no easy task. 10 seconds now on the power play. 3:40 to go in the period. Vancouver wins the faceoff. Tanev shoots the puck through. Leonard with the save, and he's going to hold on here for another faceoff. Down to 4 seconds now on the power play. Shots on goal, 37-26 favor of Vegas. Most of that came in the second period. Vegas had an incredible second period, but could not buy a goal. The Canucks defense and Markstrom managed to hang on and survive the period. And then they took the momentum back after that. And that is the story of the game, my friends. Vancouver gets the puck through. Let's see here. Okay, Schmidt behind the net. Tries to go up the boards. Carlson. And Vegas clears the zone. Now, here's Shea Theodore. Gets the puck over. Tries to find Stone. Miss Stone. But Vegas has the goalie out, I believe. Yes, they have the goalie out. So we have 3 minutes to go. Vegas is down 3 goals. Leonard to the bench. Vegas penalty coming to Vancouver here. Cross check in front of the net on Riley Smith. Looks like Edler's going to the box. So Vegas is going to have a 6-on-4 here for an extended time. Whose helmet got ripped off? That was Alex Tuck. Where does Leonard end up? Detroit, Chicago, Toronto? I think Leonard's going to end up staying in Vegas. The way he's played, I think they're going to do everything they can to keep him and maybe move on from Fleury. Yes, I agree, Phil. Everybody smash that like button. We're all near the game. The Canucks shot the puck down the ice but missed the empty net. Of course, they're killing a penalty, so they don't have to worry about icing call here. 2.5 minutes to play in the third period. Vegas brings the zone. Marches over to Stone. Stone back to the line for Theodore. We have a 6-on-4 situation here for Vegas on Vancouver. Pacioretty over to Theodore. He finds Mark Stone on the other side. Back to the zone, to the slot, and nothing happened there. Pacioretty along the boards gets the puck back to Theodore. Theodore to Pacioretty. Shot is blocked. And the Canucks are going to look like they're going to clear the zone here. Theodore knocks it down, though. Keeps it from going too deep in the zone. Marchessault though tried to make a pass for a good shot, but the Canucks blocked the pass. Vegas holds the zone. Stastny in the corner. Brings the puck around. Riley Smith back to Pacioretty. Minute and 40 now to go. 49 on the power play. Riley Smith passes the puck out. The Canuck players are tired by the looks of things here. Vegas holds the zone. Nice pass play from Theodore. Back to Pacioretty. Pacioretty fires it and they score! Max Pacioretty brings Vegas within 2, but that might be too little, too late if you're Vegas. 1:26 remaining. I think the power play got finished. Or were they still in the power play? I lost track. I think it was 6-on-4 still. Yeah, that was a power play goal. Nice shot there from Pacioretty, who's had his opportunities in this game. Riley Smith was a good screen in front of Markstrom. He didn't really stand much of a chance on that one. Now Vegas is calling timeout here. They've got a minute and 26 remaining. Down 2 goals. So we're at 72 viewers now in the stream. If you're new, welcome here. Of course, the game is almost over. We're in the final minutes here. Vancouver with a 4-2 lead. The game is not too far from over, but the Canucks right now trying to hang on. Vegas has called timeout. So they're drying up their play here. They scored a power play goal just seconds ago from Max Pacioretty to make it 4-2 with a goaltender out. They had a 6-on-4 power play. Now we have a minute and 26 to see if the Canucks can hang on. Shots on goal right now are just a sec. The shot attempts are 91-55 for Vegas. As far as ones that made the counted shots on goal, 39-26 in favor of Vegas. All right, Leonard's heading back to the bench. Canucks are trying to survive here. Vegas on the attack, gain the zone. We have a 6-on-5 situation now. One minute to go in the period. Mark Stone keeps it at the line. Looks back to Pacioretty down in the corner. Pacioretty back to the blue line to Theodore. Pacioretty fires it and missed the net this time. Back to the blue line for Theodore. Back to Pacioretty. They need 2 goals here. They get no time to waste. Smith, and here comes JT Miller, gets the puck, and the Canucks clear the zone. Here comes Tanner Pearson, and he's going to find some twine in the empty net, and that, my friends, is all she wrote. Canucks score into the empty net for a 5-2 lead with 29 seconds to go. That will do it. The Canucks are going to hang on and win Game 2 over the Vegas Golden Knights. We have a 5-2 score right now. Woo! Another great watch party. Thanks for joining again, Teddy. Appreciate all your support as always. Thanks very much for joining. We are at, let's see here, we're at 69 likes on the stream. Can we make it an even 70? We're up to 89 people in the stream now. The game is almost over. The Canucks are wrapping this game up to tie the series at 1 apiece. We have a stoppage in play, though, 22 seconds to go. Shots on goal, 40-27 in favor of Vegas, but Markstrom has stood tall here. We have a good rebounding game here from the Vancouver Canucks. And they are going to take this one home. We're now down to the final 10 seconds. Indeed, it was a good Canuck victory tonight. And the game is now over. It's official. The Vancouver Canucks have defeated the Vegas Golden Knights with a 5-2 score. We had a couple of goals from Horvat. We had Tyler Toffoli score in the first goal of the game on his return after being injured. Vancouver had a much better game. Much better game. Nice bounce back here for the Canucks. Phil, cheers, my man. Thanks for joining us again. Hey, we jumped all the way from 69 up to 77 likes. Holy jumpins. That's impressive. Before we wind her up here and end the stream, do you think we can get that up to 80 likes? I think my feed here might be lagging a little bit. Let's see the updated numbers. Yeah, it still looks like it's 77. Let's go. Let's hit 80 likes. Before we turn the stream off here, the game is now over. We can chat for a couple more minutes, but I'm pretty close to calling it a night here. The game, Vancouver Canucks have beat the Vegas Golden Knights to tie this series up at 1 game apiece. Let's have a sneak peek here. Our subscriber count, we're now 14,040. So that means during this stream alone, we've gained, I think, about 35 subscribers. Obviously, we're close to 70 likes. I think it's been a pretty successful stream. Very much impressed here with everybody sticking around. It's been lots of fun. So thanks very much for joining us, everybody. Let's see if we can get the 80 likes here before we officially wrap things up and call it a night. We're at 79. 79 likes. One more kind person in the stream. Smash that like button for me before we call it a night. Very successful stream. Very pleased with the channel today. Alex, thank you for joining the stream. Thanks for the kind words. Good night, Teddy. Thanks for joining as always. Appreciate your support. Before we go as well, in case you didn't notice earlier, we launched all kinds of new Top Shelf Hockey merchandise today, including some facial masks, we had some coffee mugs, and a much better variety of colors when it comes to the t-shirts. If it's saying you spammed, if you put anything in all caps or a bunch of emojis, I have to adjust the settings on that, Destiny, so I apologize. But it's an automated moderator, so sorry about that. A lot of times it's picking up on spam when it's not. So for the next stream, I'm going to have to take a look at the settings and see if we can get that adjusted. Hey, we just passed 80 likes. We're up to 85 now. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining us tonight. So we hit our goal of 80. I mean, if we could push it to try to hit 90, I don't know how many of you are left in the stream who haven't already smashed that like button for me. Again, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. You see my Twitter handle here on the screen near the bottom right there. Right about there. If you're following me on Twitter, I'm very active on there throughout the entire day, so certainly consider that as well if you're not already doing so. Great game tonight, indeed it was. Yes, Gravely Diggs, I launched a Top Shelf Hockey coffee mug. So if you look at the post I made earlier this evening, a few hours ago, I'm not sure exactly what time that post was up, but it was before the game started anyways. It was sometime this afternoon, for me at least. There's a link to the Top Shelf Hockey merchandise store, because some of the new products won't show on YouTube probably for couple of days. They're a little slow to update with the integration between the platforms. But we launched a coffee mug as well as a face mask and a bunch of new t-shirts with different colors.
The world is back in drive. So if you're ready to get back on the road, we're ready to help.
Yes, and as Teddy says, Teddy's one of our channel membership holders. If you guys want to support the channel in other ways and get access to a few things, especially you can consider getting a channel membership. They're as cheap as $1.99 per month. And with that, you automatically get access to all the Top Shelf Hockey merchandise at a cheaper price. Members automatically get 25% off. And then I do also try to provide some extra unique content, which I know I don't do a lot of, but still try to get, some members-only posts, some extra behind-the-scenes stuff is what I've been trying to do a little bit. But certainly plan to do more of that as well. Hey, no problem, Gravely Diggs. I know people can't be on YouTube all day long. I understand that. I work as well. This is only part of my working day, so I certainly understand and appreciate that. But check it out when you have a minute. There's all kinds of great stuff on there. Yes, indeed. Really great game, great stream, lots of funs. Great fun tonight. All kinds of great people in the stream. Obviously, we're up to 87 likes is what it's showing me here now. So Sonny Kang, you're back and you're being a pest again, I can see. So we have a real easy solution for that, my friend. So just give me a second here and I'll take care of you. Bye-bye, Sonny Kang. You're now officially blocked. Jamie Hunt, awesome game by Vancouver. Indeed it was. Andre, thank you. Great time as always. Thanks for joining. Great game tonight. Vegas goes down to Vancouver. We have a tie series 1-1. Obviously, many people are leaving the stream. The game is officially over. Yes, Teddy, indeed. If everybody could buy a Top Shelf Hockey t-shirt, I know everybody can't, but obviously, it's another great way to support the channel. To get some merchandise. Goes a long way to help and support us. Yes, RNG, Sonny Kang can go be a troll somewhere else. They are officially now blocked. I just got done finishing banning him, so he won't be bothering us anymore. I doubt he hit like he's probably one of the ones who hit dislike. Yes, Lee, take care, be well yourself. Jarvis, great game. Stream was fantastic. Awesome to hear. Thanks for joining again. Look forward to you joining us again sometime. Oh, that's cool, Jamie. That's very cool. At least you get to see them win. We're at 88 likes, it's showing me now. So obviously that's a good sign. I'm not sure if we can get 90 here before we wrap it up, but obviously if you're still in the stream, and I know the numbers are dwindling now because the game's over, obviously do me a favor, smash that like button before you go. Lets me know you had a good time. Lets YouTube know you enjoyed it as well, which is certainly important to helping grow the channel. And we've had a great day for growth. We passed 14,000 subscribers earlier today, a few hours ago. And we've kept on growing during this live stream alone. I think we've gained around almost 40 subscribers, which is fantastic. We had some more people buy merchandise, which is very helpful as well. So it's been a pretty successful YouTube day in the top shelf hockey world. So obviously for everybody who's had a chance to participate and help along on that, I thank you very much. I appreciate everybody's support. My favorite series? I was thinking it was going to be Colorado-Dallas, but right now that hasn't been as fun as I was hoping because Colorado's kind of struggled. But this Vancouver-Vegas series is pretty entertaining as well. The Islander-Philly series, as much as it's a good series, they're all good. But it might not be as offensive, so... Did we hit 90, Phil? Awesome. There we go. All right. Well, you know what? In the words of a guy, a famous character like George Costanza, let's end this on a high note. Great way to do it. We hit 90 likes. We hit our goal, which is fantastic, Phil. It looks as though the Streamlabs moderator, get rid of your comment. I apologize for that if you use caps. Anyways, I'm sorry, guys. We're going to have to adjust the settings for the moderator. It's obviously an automated one, because none of our regular mods are on with me tonight. So obviously we hit 90, which is great. Obviously a very successful stream. We're going to adjust the settings though for the moderator next time. So some of those comments that were getting blocked shouldn't be. I apologize for that. And we will have ourselves another good day tomorrow. I'm not sure exactly when the next live stream is going to be. Probably not tomorrow, but maybe the next day. We'll see. Just going to have to see here. Yes, RG, good night, man. Take care. I think we're going to wrap things up here. I know I'm exhausted, almost 1:30 in the morning here. We've been streaming for about 3 hours, and obviously the game is over. So certainly thanks very much for everybody for joining me tonight. It was a terrific game, a big victory here by the Vancouver Canucks. We've had a very successful day. All kinds of great viewers, all kinds of great views, lots of new subscribers. Very milestone kind of day, passing 14K for the subscriber count, which was awesome as well. So good night, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you enjoyed today's videos. Always want to hear lots of comments, lots of discussions. Nothing makes me more happy than the great community we've kind of developed here together and all kinds of the great hockey talk that we can experience here together as well. So thanks for watching, everybody, tonight. Thanks for joining me for Vancouver versus Vegas. Terrific game. Vancouver ties up the series. Big game for sure. And I will catch you. And tomorrow we will have a couple of... Well, tomorrow's going to be probably a regular pre-recorded video. And then hopefully in the next day or two, we'll be back out of here for another live stream with another upcoming game. So I will catch you all then. So in the meantime, everybody, I hope you stay safe, stay well, and I'll catch you all next time. Oh, before I go here, hold that thought. We're not going yet. Benjamin, missed the stream, but you're joined now. That's okay, man. I'm glad. You know what? Better late than never. And thank you on the congratulations for 14K. Means a lot that you took the time to notice and mention that. So thank you very much, Benjamin. Good night, Jeff in Saskatchewan. Someone closed the lounge doors. Indeed, it's time for us all to catch some sleep here, so we can all be ready for another big day of hockey tomorrow. So thanks very much for watching, everybody. As I mentioned, stay safe, be well. Look out for another new video tomorrow and the next live stream coming soon. Thanks all.